show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. A huge weekend as we'll be getting close. Premier League is on the shores. Yes, Premier League is right here. And also, if you can know, women are also playing against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park at their home, Crystal Palace home ground. And we'll be looking at the big game that take place tomorrow. Yes, Brighton. Chelsea will be facing unbeaten Brighton. Nkunku in red-hot form. Graham Potter, ex-Chelsea manager, has been spilling the tea. He's been speaking. Yes, he's been speaking ahead of not precisely tomorrow's game, but yeah, he spoke to the Telegraph. And also the women's UCL draw is out. We're going to dive into the draw. We're going to look at all the group and see who is in a very deep group, or maybe difficult group. So yeah, we are live today wherever you're watching us from. You're always grateful, and we're always grateful for your time and your patience that you always find the time to join us here on this show. So wherever you're watching the stream from, let us know in the comments section below. Big up to you, Swedish, in the building. He said hello to Nee Zion. Big up to you too, Swedish. I hope you are doing wonderful. So yeah, we'll be looking at the predicted lineup and also your predicted scoreline. So wherever you are, whatever you have that pertain to today's content, do me a favor, just drop it in the comment section below. Hang in there. Nee Zion and Stephen G will be right back in just a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to your favorite channel, your favorite sports channel, Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We are streaming live on two platforms, X and YouTube, at the same time. And we'll be looking at Chelsea versus Brighton. Can the Blues break the Stamford Bridge curse? Unbeaten Brighton faces Chelsea's home test Premier League clash preview. And also Christopher, sorry, I almost said Nicholas Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku hot streak meets Brighton's solid defense match prediction and lineup. Chelsea and Celtic clash in Women's Champions League group stage. Women UCL draw. Arsenal faces tough group Man City and Barcelona. Barclays 45 million investment, £1 million investment signal a new era for the WSL, the women's game. And also Enzo Maresca on Nkunku, Chelsea transfer strategy, and Graham Potter. Like I said, Potter has been speaking a lot. And also, last but not the least, Adjarabi Bayo chooses Nigeria over Chelsea's over England. Yes, Chelsea defender, Chelsea international player chose his native country over England. And we'll also talk about it, why you think he chose his Nigeria over England. So we have our brother Stephen G is waiting patiently. Stephen, welcome back again, brother. As usual, I hope you're doing all right.
I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. But yeah, as far as I've just seen something now about the whole Tosin thing.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's actually happened on that, as far as I'm aware.
We'll get there. We'll get there. It's one of the last things we're going to talk about. Let's go accordingly. Let's start with the preview. Let's start with all the other stuff that we have there. Then we'll talk about Tosin. Keep that in mind.
But they've already said they haven't spoken to him.
They haven't spoken to him.
They haven't spoken to him.
But there's been reports out there.
Yeah, they've come out and said they haven't spoken to him, but he's got every right to play for them.
Great.
So it sounds like he still hasn't made the decision.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Chelsea women are 1-0 up.
Chelsea are 1-0 up?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for clarifying that, Stephen. And who scored? I took that off because my stream. Aggie Beaver Jones put Chelsea up 1. So, guys, now don't forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We are rolling, and we are very close. If you look at the numbers, we are very, very close to hitting our 4K, and soon it will be 5K. Trust me, we can do it. We are very, very close. So, guys, if you haven't dropped a like on the video, do me a favor. Drop a like on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel video, and you won't regret you did. You won't regret you did. So, where do we start from? We're going to start from Chelsea preview between Chelsea and Brighton Football Club. We're going to look at the head-to-head, who has the advantage over the other, and who is on form. Brighton are unbeaten, but they haven't faced the likes of Manchester City. They haven't faced the likes of Arsenal yet. So, being unbeaten is always possible. Imagine if Chelsea haven't met Manchester City in their first game of the Premier League, which we all knew that was going to be very, very difficult. And I'll say this. Chelsea did not give nothing away. Manchester City did not create any chances against Chelsea. They scored. It was Chelsea's own mistakes that resulted into those goals. Chelsea did not give nothing away in that game. But anyway, we'll just put that one beside us and then talk about the upcoming game. Steven, Chelsea versus Brighton, the head-to-head and all those nitty-gritty in that game. If you can share that with us. Swadish, thank you very much. Swadish said always tough game to play against Brighton and good start for them. But Chelsea will win 2-1 according to Swadish. Thank you very much, Swadish.
To be fair, they have played Man United and Arsenal, and they've got 4 points from those 2 games. But they haven't played Man City or Liverpool.
Okay.
They beat Man United 2-1, 95th minute. If you remember correctly, João Pedro, I think, got the winner. But he's out for the game this weekend. I'm just clarifying if it was him that got that one. Yeah, João Pedro got the winner. He's out this weekend, not playing. And then against Arsenal, it was 1-1. Arsenal obviously got a red card, and then João Pedro scored again. So the guy who scored the two most important goals in those games is out. The
Out.
one that scored the equaliser against Arsenal for the 1 point. The guy that scored the winner for the 3 points against Man U. Both of them were João Pedro. João Pedro is out injured for this match. So we'll have to see what happens, who they're going to replace him with. I'm now just going back to the actual page of Chelsea Brighton so I can see who they've got injured and out.
Okay.
Looks like they've got quite a few injuries, to be fair. But I think some of these have been long-term already, so won't be too dissimilar to what they've already played.
Great, wonderful from you, Steven. Big up to my brother JC, the building. JC said a big up to everyone out there. Greetings to everyone in the building. Steven G, Nee, and everyone on board. Thank you very much. JC said hello, Nee. Big game coming up. Absolutely, it's gonna be a big game. But I see Chelsea emerging as the winners by the end of 90 minutes. I see Chelsea winning that game comfortably. Brighton, it's not going to be that easy. But since I think it's 2 seasons ago during preseason, we were able to broke that case against Brighton. Brighton never had it that easy.
We beat them last season preseason.
Yeah, during preseason. Yeah, since that time.
Preseason last year, then we beat them twice in the league as well. And we also played them once in the cup last season as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And I think the best for against Chelsea was a draw last season. So yeah, we beat
them every time. We went 4-for-4, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't draw against them last season.
We didn't draw. I thought we drew one against them and won both. So we had 3 on them last season.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out now. We played them in preseason 4-3. Then we played them in the Carabao Cup 1-0 in September.
Okay.
Then we beat them 3-2 in the league at Stamford Bridge in December. We had 10 men for that game. Gallagher got sent off about half-time. And then we went away to their ground and we beat them 2-1 and had a late red card. And that was the only reason they got their goal. Because their goal came in the 97th minute. But the Reece James red card came in the 88th minute. They added on 10 minutes, and that's why they got their goal. So Chelsea beat them with 10 men twice last season, and one of them we had 10 men for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Well, beat them twice in the league last season, I should say, with 10 men. We beat them 3 times overall, twice with 10 men. Both those 10 men games were in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is everyone was bigging up De Zerbi, but he couldn't beat Chelsea, who had 10 men for 45 minutes under Pochettino, who had no tactics for like 30 of the games we played. So,
all right. So, thank you very much, Stephen. If you are joining us wherever you are joining us from, we are looking at the upcoming game between Chelsea and Brighton Football Club. Can Chelsea keep their momentum? And what would they do for Brighton Football Club? Do you think that Enzo Maresca have said a lot? We'll be looking at the press conference, everything that was being said regarding Nkunku's performance and why he's not playing him, why he's not starting in his starting 11. And to be honest with you, Enzo Maresca did explain it, and it makes a lot of sense. Having Nkunku in the starting lineup, I saw a starting lineup which I commented on it. Having Nicholas Jackson, having Nkunku, and having Jadon Sancho in one starting lineup doesn't give a balanced team. You're going to have a lot of players that doesn't know how to defend. And Jadon Sancho is one of them. If you have Nkunku, if you have Jackson is very, very good in terms of defending. He gives you that height in the 18. He also tracks backs a lot. But can you get that from Nkunku in the 90 minutes? I don't think so. Can you get that from Jadon Sancho in 90 minutes? I don't think so. These guys are just game changers. You bring them on, get the game in where you want the game to be, and when the business is done, they take them off and bring other players in to sustain or keep the scoreline what it is. So I believe that Enzo Maresca really explained much better on why he cannot start Nkunku, or Nkunku cannot be. I mean, there are games that he can start it, but there's certain players you cannot have all of these players in one starting lineup. Steven, you've heard a lot from Enzo Maresca's press conference, and you've also heard a lot from some of this explanation. Take us through some of these key questions and how Enzo took them.
Yeah, he was asked about the form of Nkunku. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at the quotes, guys. On Nkunku's form, he basically asked how does he tell him he isn't in the team. So he explained it. I'll be honest with him and all of them. I've told them since day one that we cannot play with 7 or 8 attacking players. Otherwise, there's no defensive balance. I think he then went on to state, like, we can't play Jackson, we can't play Nkunku and Sancho and Felix and Palmer, like, listed basically all of them, essentially. Which is true, because what you got to do, have 3-0-7 or something? Like, the opposite, well, not even opposite Arsenal, because Arsenal had no attack, but...
Too many attacking players. Yeah, too many attacking players, and it gives the team imbalance. So I was very, very happy with the explanation from Enzo.
But then at the same time, it shouldn't require an explanation. It should be quite obvious, right? If people needed an explanation, what like, come on, like, if they needed an explanation when you see how much attacking talent Chelsea has, then look, if the players complain, it depends on their form. If they're complaining and they're in good form, you've got every right to complain. It doesn't mean you're going to play, because there's other players that are worthy of minutes as well. Nkunku and Jackson are both started well. Obviously, Nkunku's coming off the bench, scoring goals more so than he's starting. He started the cup games. He hasn't started the league game yet, other than the Man City game. I think that was the only game he started, was the Man City game in terms of the Premier League. But outside of that, I mean, can't really complain. Look, as a manager, he's in a good situation and a bad situation at the same time for the same thing, if that makes sense. It's good because you've got 2 players in Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson, or shall I say Jackson, as he said in his video where he was doing his name. Have you seen that?
Jackson, Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson.
He pronounced it like he's a Nigerian, but he isn't.
But yeah, so look, both of them are firing to start the season. Okay, it's not against the same opposition as much, but at the same time, if they're on fire, you can't do anything about it. At the end of the day, you can only play who's in front of you. And Nkunku, for the most part, has played from the start against lesser opposition than Nicholas Jackson has. But that's not on him. Look, he got picked for those games, and that's all there is to it. He can only perform against those teams. He came off the bench against Bournemouth, where we were struggling, and I thought Jackson, for the most part, was actually all right in that game. I mean, he had a couple moments where I was like, really got to do a lot better there. And then he had a couple moments I was like, okay, he done the best he could there. Like, when Colwell played the through ball to Jackson in the Bournemouth game and he took it on his weaker foot, all I asked for, from the angle he was at, taking it on his left foot, all I ask is hit the target, and he done that. So I couldn't really complain about that. But there was 1 or 2 chances where I thought the ball's coming across your body, you just got to smack it. And he didn't. He took a touch, and by that point, he's tackled. But for the most part, he's been good. Yeah, what is it? 4 goals, 2 assists in 5 games in the Premier League, something like that for Jackson.
Yeah.
So
he has really started.
We asked him to improve.
He's improving.
The media asked him to improve. Jean-Obi Mikel asked him to improve. And, bro, have you seen the video? Because this factors in the asking him to improve thing, yeah? So, you know, all players get like a copy of EAFC, yeah? And they get like their own little card, like an actual version of their card, like in sort of paper/card form. Jackson got his, and he said something like, "This is disrespect. I should be higher." No, I'm annoyed. He said, "I'm annoyed. I'm going to prove it on the pitch." That's the mentality, bro. He said, I'm not, bro. He banged in like 16, 17 goals in his first season in all competitions. No penalties.
No pens, yeah.
About 6 assists on top of that, right? He got about 20, 22 goals and assists combined in all competitions in about 40 games, give or take. Might be less than that because of AFCON, actually. But roughly 40 games. Bro, he went up one rating through EA after he had a great first season. So he went, I'll prove it on a pitch. And that's what you want them to do. You've got doubters, you've got haters, yeah? I'm not going to talk. I've done my talking. I told John Obi Mikel to shut up. I've done my talking. I went out there, I proved it to him. Now I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove it to everyone else that still doubts me. Because, trust me, I'm going to prove you wrong. This is essentially where he's at, is I'm going to prove you wrong. I believe in myself to do that. If you doubt me, I will turn you into someone who praises me. Yeah? This is the mentality our players need, and you can see it in their behaviors as well. And that's what we ask, bro. If you've got that mental strength, that mental attitude, yeah, you will go far. 100% you'll go far. Because you're motivated to prove people wrong.
I can't disagree on you on that.
Just quick though, we say about how everyone at the start of the season was saying, last season was saying, Caicedo's 115 million, he's not doing anything, blah blah blah, all this rubbish. I've not heard that since January, February.
No, not anymore.
What, 9 months?
Yeah. It's all about the agility and the understanding of the players on the pitch playing as a team.
That helps.
We're all saying that it will come. It will take time, but it will come. But players, the fans need to exercise that patience, and it will manifest itself. So, Steve, I'm trying to rush you up.
There's not many price tags getting thrown about Chelsea players anymore, is there?
No.
I've not heard the Enzo one for a while. I've not heard the Caicedo one for a long while. Right?
Yeah.
To be fair, they're the main two that you would hear about because they're 100+ million. Okay. The others, for the most part, were slightly cheaper, so you don't really hear about them. Mudrik's the only other one you really hear about because the rest were fairly reasonable.
Absolutely. So far, with all the signings, it's Modric who's now reaching up to that pick, but we all know that it will take time. There are other clubs that according to reports, he's been linked to join Olympic Lyon. There's been some, reports out there, but we'll see if Modric stays at the club or he moves on loan to another club that he can get game time. Because how things are shaping right now, it doesn't look like Modric has a chance at the football club. But there's so many games right now. If he wants to play, in the Carabao Cup, the domestic trophies, there is chance for him, and it did a good job against what's the team name again? Barrow. Yeah, he did a good job against Barrow. But anyway, guys, we got 14 of views,
right? Can I just quickly add this because it's just got,
give me a second. Give me a second, Steven. Give me a second. I was itching to get this out of the way real quick before. Let me get this out of the way. We got 14 of you watching live on YouTube alone and the others watching on X. We want to say thank you very much for joining us today on the show as we look into tomorrow's game, up-and-coming game that will be played at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Brighton Football Club. So if you're joining us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also follow us on our social. Be part of our community as we are almost that close to 4K subscribers. Thank you very much. Swedish, thank you very much for your comment. You said Nkunku as a super sub, a second half Jackson. If Jackson, bring him on the second half if Jackson doesn't perform very well. Also Chelsea to start some team according to Swedish. He said Nkunku as a super sub in the second half if Jackson doesn't perform well. I want Chelsea to start and start the same team. Okay, big up to my brother Alpha in the building says a big up to me and Steven. Alpha said Blue Clouds Media for the win. Thank you very much, Alpha, for that comment. Swadish said, my concern is Madueke not performing well in the 2 to 3 games. He looks a little bit rusty. Yeah, he'll pick up. I'm sure there will be signals being sent to him to pick up the pace a bit. Swadish, thank you very much for your comment. He said, Swadish, thank you very much for the comment. He said, what is your thought on Rory Jennings' opinion comment against Chelsea? Oh, my bro. Swadish, we took almost about over an hour talking Rory Jennings yesterday.
Tory Jennings.
Yeah, we did talk about him a lot.
That was 3 days ago. That wasn't
3
the
days
last
ago.
stream 2 days ago. It was the one before.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll prefer you go back and replay the video, and you could hear all the comments.
Go on a tangent of just ranting about this guy.
Yeah, if we start again, we're not gonna end it. So yeah, we'll go back and watch that video. We did 3 days ago. 3 days. So yesterday I had no video.
I think it was 3 days ago.
Yeah, so a day before yesterday, that video is right there. Check into it, and you're gonna hear my opinion, DJ Sal's opinion, JC's opinion, Steven's opinion, and others there. It was very, very entertaining. We really entertained ourselves with that Troy Jennings, talk on this platform. Chelsea management, accounting.
Scouting.
Is it doubting? Okay.
Scouting.
Okay.
Also, Thomas Araujo, whatever his name is, I'm tired. Thomas Araujo, the Benfica kid that we spoke about in the summer.
Okay.
We're also looking at him as well. This has come from Fabrizio Romano today.
Oh, yeah, it's scouting. Well, I'm seeing this S is like in the form of an A.
Where did you get accounting from?
No, I'm looking at a small screen. I'm looking at so I have
accounting.
So that's why I keep going in. You know the S, you know how the lesser key, the A in the other form when you write the A. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, the S looks like an A. It was like counting or scouting. Okay, thank you very much. Alpha said Rory Jennings is very, very negative about Chelsea. He is a controversial character. Absolutely, he is. Ryan, he is. Guys, so we literally get. We have almost about 3 minutes more. I'll drop the link and everyone come join. That's always give 30 minutes. But Stephen, go ahead. I've taken too much of your time when you were talking. Go ahead.
No, the only thing I was going to say, because of one of the Chelsea accounts, normally one of the negative ones actually, CFC Daily, has put Jackson needs one more Premier League goal to equal Kai Havertz's Premier League goals total at Chelsea. Jackson needs 2 more Premier League goals to double Timo Werner's Premier League goal tally for Chelsea. Jackson needs 4 more Premier League goals to become Chelsea's most successful striker since Diego Costa left in 2017. 7 years. We've not had a striker in 7 years.
He's breaking all the records. He's breaking all the records in just one season, 5 games in the Premier League. We've seen the outstanding performance of Haaland.
Either because of AFCON and then suspensions as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what his actual games is that he's played for Chelsea in terms of numbers, because it's got, I think it's like 32, I want to say. Where we player comparison, Nicholas Jackson. If I go here.
All right, so while Steven is looking at that, we're also going to look at other aspects. Enzo Maresca on Nkunku, we did explain.
He's played 40. So he played 35 last season and 5 this season. He's already got 18 goals and 7 assists.
Okay, thank you. 18 goals and 18 goals in what? How many assists?
7.
7 assists. That's impressive for a player that he's not really a striker. It's not really a typical number 9, but he has made himself.
I'm going to see what Costa done in his whole time at Chelsea as well.
Okay. Enzo Maresca today's press conference, and he said that we are on the right direction. It doesn't mean that every game we are not going to concede, because it is not real. It's important that we improve and keep clean sheet. These are some of the comments from Enzo Maresca on today's press conference, and also Enzo Maresca on Christopher Nkunku. He said on Nkunku, in Nkunku's form, how does it tell?
I read that one.
How does you did read that one? Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's
I'll
the
move
one
on
that
from
we
there.
did at the start about Nkunku and all that.
Okay. He said also, Enzo Maresca said it's important that we don't concede, keep a clean sheet. That means that we have more chances to win games. It's important that the feeling we concede 2 goals against Man City, but we did not concede many chances against them. Wolves, we conceded 2 goals, but second half not many shots, according to Enzo Maresca. And we can see the dimension, the improvement of the team so far. So, Stephen, let's get into the head-to-head between Brighton and Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. I'm just getting back to it now. So, Brighton Chelsea go to head. So, from what I can see, I'm sure there's more than this, but the app that I've got is telling me that there's been 18 matches. I presume all competitions, probably includes friendlies, unfortunately. Chelsea have won 10, drawn 5, and lost 3 when it comes to the head-to-head with Brighton. Chelsea won the last 3 competitive encounters. Brighton won the previous 2.
Okay.
Brighton beat Chelsea in April 2023 and October 2022. Before that, Brighton hadn't beaten Chelsea since August 2012 in a friendly. So they've only beaten Chelsea competitively twice, from what I can see.
All right, so let me put that on the screen whilst we're looking at that. So, guys, if you're looking at this, this is what Steven is talking about: the head-to-head between Brighton and Chelsea. The total amount of games being played is 14, and 4 has been resulted in a draw. The total win between Chelsea. I'm not sure if I'm getting the right one.
Chelsea
one
have
away.
won 8 total. Brighton have won 2 total, and they've drawn 4. Chelsea have won 4 at Stamford Bridge, and Brighton have won 1 at Stamford Bridge.
And Chelsea have
I
won
don't
4
know
away.
how many draws have been at Stamford Bridge. I'm literally looking at that now. Okay,
so this is just a Premier League. This is just Premier League record. So
Yeah.
if you're just watching, this is
I'm
Premier
looking
League
at
record.
the thing now. I think there's been 2 Premier League draws at each stadium, from what I can see.
Okay.
2 Premier League draws at each stadium is what I'm seeing. 0-0 at Chelsea, 1-0 at Chelsea. There was another one I just saw as well. 1-0 at Brighton. And then, where's the other one then? I can't see the other one. But yeah, there's about 2 at each stadium in terms of draws.
All right, so thank you very much. I'm gonna cut CV off for a bit. Let me hear from my friend Strategy. Welcome back to the channel. What do you have for us today?
Hello.
Let's make it
Hello,
snappy.
brother Rahul. Hello, brother Rahul. Long time.
Long time no see, a long time no hear. I hope you're doing all right.
Yes, brother, I am doing well. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking, and thank you. It's nice to have you back on the show. What do you have for us? Let's make it snappy, okay?
Okay.
Good. Go for it.
Brighton. Brighton is always top opponent for us. Looking at the recent performance against them. But I hope both team are doing well. Brighton also play against Manchester United and Arsenal. But they will miss Bleak player. Pedro is injured. I don't know for how much.
Pedro is
But they,
out
I think,
for now.
yes, he's out for now. But
Yeah.
we'll back. And then Mimito. What is his name? He will. I forgot. We'll back and
Oh, you're
Ulbeck and
talking
left
about Carl. You're talking about Carl Mitoma. Carl Mitoma.
Mitoma. Mitoma,
Mitoma,
yes, yes.
Japanese international.
Yes, they will be still be threat for us. I hope we can control their midfield well. They are always good good at the from the outside of the box. They can they can shoot from there. They are also good in corner. So
They're also
I
good
hope
in set pieces like corner.
yes, corner and the out of the box. They can shoot from the out of the box very well. I have seen them. I have seen them game very deep, very much. So I know that they will try to shoot from out of the box. They will try to create chances from the corner.
Mhm.
I think we have to be very good at the defense. Especially, I think all defender will do well. Gusto will be back. I know Gusto will play as a right back. I'm happy for him that he's back. Coil will is also doing great.
Mhm.
Kugara is also doing well, but I am still concerned about it. Bit concerned about Fofana, but I do not want to change team. I want my Chelsea to go with momentum. We are going with momentum. Take each game one by one. Do not think
Momentum,
much.
right? Momentum.
Yeah, yeah. Take
Okay.
momentum. Do not
Mhm.
think much about other thing. Take one
Mhm.
game, one game,
At a time.
one game, one game. Yes, one game. Do not think. Do not try. Oh, do not try to do overthink. That is my point. Do not change the team. In my opinion.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Thank you very much, Swadish, for coming on, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If later on, if you have anything else you want to discuss it, you can jump on again, and then we'll hear from you. So if you're still watching us, my name is Nate Zion, my co-host Stephen G, and we are bringing you the preview of tomorrow's game between Chelsea and Brighton. That will take place at Stamford Bridge, and my brother Swadish is saying keep the same team, don't change. And I think that Enzo Maresca in a few games that we've seen, I think that he is almost about 95% or 97% figured out what his starting 11 is going to be. Now, if Steven and I put our head down, we know who's going to be in the polls, who's going to be our four
We
center
can
backs or
probably
four
guess
defense.
9 or 10 out of them correct.
Yeah, yeah. Nowadays we can even guess it
Last
and we know we're
season,
right.
yeah, you're lucky if you got 4 correct.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Swadish, for you getting an applause from my friend Alpha. Good, great job, great job. He said keep that momentum. Chelsea have the momentum, and they need to keep that consistency. Keep the same team. Don't change too many, and keep the winning mentality going. But thank you very, very much, everyone that is joining us and watching today. Let me know your score, predicted lineup, and everything. Steven did forget to give me his predicted lineup today for me to do my
No,
video.
I sent it to
But
you. What are you on about? I sent it to you.
when did you? You always send
I
an image. I
literally
haven't seen
sent
any
it
image.
to you before you even sent me the StreamYard thing.
Oh hell no! I didn't see nothing from
Nee,
you, Steve.
I promise you, I sent it to you. I think I sent it to you twice, actually.
Well, where? Where?
I sent it
I'll,
to you by UK time 6:56.
oh,
That's
there's nothing there. I don't see
there
anything.
is.
Oh, did you
Nee,
type or you send
there
an
is.
image? Did you
Yeah, no,
type or you send an
because I
image?
didn't have my laptop with me at that time.
Oh, then that's why I didn't see it. I'm expecting that in the image form.
Yeah,
That's why I
it's
didn't see
because
it.
I didn't have my. I had to do it on my phone. That's why.
But anyway, enough of us fighting right now. Enough. Let's break up. Let's break up right now.
Don't
No more
accuse me
fighting.
of these things, huh?
What thing? Okay.
Don't
Swedish
accuse
is
me.
gonna break. Swedish is gonna come in between us and break us, so we don't fight anymore.
We
All
don't.
right. Thank you very much, Alpha. Alpha say, yeah, correct. Ja Pedro is injured and out at this moment, and the Chelsea women are up 2-0. Yes, they are playing Crystal Palace at Steelhurst Park. So if you're watching live, that's an update coming from Steelhurst Park. And
Lucy
reporters
Bronze
saying the
scored.
Chelsea, Lucy Bronze. If you guys know Lucy Bronze, English international, and plays. He was just coming from Barcelona. He's won almost the Champions League like 3 or 4 times. Yes, so she is well decorated. She's won the Euros with England and won Champions League numerous times. So she's a woman with a lady with lots of experience on the picture. That's how dangerous. That's how dangerous Chelsea are. they are going to cause a lot of problem. And the bench alone is just like compared to the main. Chelsea starting 11 with the manager, Bompasta. The manager alone is elite. She's won the Champions League and won the Champions League, the women's version, as a player, and has won it multiple times to Olympique Lyon. And now she's with Chelsea. So the champions and the manager alone is a winner. The players are also winners. So,
do you know the other thing on this, right?
The
other thing I'll say is Chelsea are 5 WSL titles on the bounce share, and the media are still writing them off. Yeah. Have you not learned your lesson? We may have a new manager, and all I keep hearing is, "Oh, Miedemar improves Man City. Miedemar improves Man City." Yeah, but they've also got people who play in her position, like Bunny Shaw, for example. So where do you get Miedemar? They put her on the wing the other day and she scored. So maybe there, but then you've got players like Lauren Hemp and Chloe Kelly. So don't know.
We're not even talking about Sam Kerr. She's not even back. We're not even talking about Sam Kerr yet.
Bro, Chelsea also improved, but I don't think the media want to give Chelsea the credit for it because they're done now with Chelsea being 5 times. Bro, you know what's going to happen?
I can say
Chelsea.
I can say something.
What do you want to say? Go for it.
Many media do not put Chelsea in top 4. They put Chelsea in 8th. Yes, 8th in 7. Now they are like a clown.
Oh, you mean at the start they put Chelsea men's team in the top 4? Got you.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Now they are talking about Chelsea that we do not put Chelsea where we make mistake. We think wrong about Chelsea. They are joker, in my opinion. They are joker and clown.
Yeah, Joker and clown. They never put Chelsea in top 4, but now they feel like they made a big mistake. I mean, it's understandable, Swadish. It's understandable. It's understandable from why they did not put. You never knew what you were gonna get from Enzo Maresca. It is just those who did not believe. But if you're a real Chelsea fan and you believe, you know what you're getting, you definitely will rate Chelsea high. I know Ryan. If you guys know, Ryan was here with us. Ryan was here in the studio, and he put Chelsea in top 4. Yes. Ryan put Chelsea in top 4. Ryan has a football brain. He knows what he was saying. Go ahead. Ryan said Isaac also a doubt for tomorrow. Early kickoff versus Man City due to toe injury. Go ahead, Steven.
So I remember Sky Sports, they've got people that work for them. So like Karen Carney, Michael Owen, Darren Bent, Tim Sherwood, Shay Given, Michael Schwarzer. I'm not sure who Hutchinson is or Holland. And then they've got Leon Osman as well, yeah? How many of those do you think put Chelsea in the top 4? So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9 people. 9. How many do you think put Chelsea in their top 4?
Probably I'll say 1.
Bingo. Darren Bent.
Darren Bent had
Arsenal first, Man City second, Liverpool third, Chelsea 4th. None of the others had Chelsea in there. I mean,
I had Chelsea.
Let's look at this one, Chelsea. Right? Just quickly. Michael Owen has Arsenal first, Liverpool second, Aston Villa third, Man City 4th. Don't know how he's got Man City as 4th. Absolute crackhead energy. Yeah. Karen Carney's got Man City, then Arsenal, then Liverpool, then Man United.
There you
I've
go.
told you,
Chelsea,
Darren Bent.
Ex-Chelsea player, Karen Carney. Ex-Chelsea player did not even trust in Enzo Maresca to put Chelsea in top 4.
I'm sure there was other factors in it, but
I mean, just like I told you, you didn't know what you were going to get from Enzo Maresca. Plus, a new manager, new crop of players, he has to gel them to start playing. So I understand why lots of pundits did not go for Chelsea, but go for it, Steven.
1, it's 3-0. Lauren James has just scored. 3-0. And 2, Tim Sherwood's one was Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Spurs. I won't read out the other 4 because I can't be bothered.
Okay.
Do you know what's funny though about the women's game, Nee? You went, I'm not happy with how we're winning at the moment. And then they've gone out and smacked 3 goals in 60 minutes.
All right, so Alpha, big up to you, Alpha. Alpha said Ryan is a very smart guy. Absolutely. Ryan and Nee, I can't remember Steven. Steven, did you have Chelsea in the top 4 when we did our preview?
I kept switching. So I couldn't definitively decide between. I think it was. I want to say Chelsea and might have been Newcastle. I can't remember. But I kept switching Chelsea
go back
fourth
on
and
it.
fifth. I was fourth or fifth on Chelsea. It depended on who we got in the final days of the window, or if Jackson stepped up. Jackson stepped up, so now I've got Chelsea a lock for fourth.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't care less.
I always said that anyway, Nee.
what
I
we
always
had.
said if Chelsea get a top striker, or if we
didn't.
don't and
We
Jackson
didn't get
steps
any.
up, then Chelsea will have the players around him to push into the fourth place.
Right. And I said I put Chelsea. If you guys go back in previous videos that we did on the Premier League preview, I put Chelsea as third. So I already have Chelsea. I put Manchester City, I put Arsenal second, and I put Chelsea third. Then I put Liverpool fourth. And it looks like my prediction that I put up is going along with it. We're going along with it. It looks like it's in line right now. Manchester United, I put Manchester United somewhere around 8th or 7th, if I can remember. But they are they 15th right now? United, are they 15th?
United are, I think, 11th. I think United 11th and then Spurs are 10th. Or
7 points.
Spurs are 11th and Arsenal and United 10th. I can't remember. But they're 11th and 10th. I know that. I just can't
Tottenham
remember.
and Manchester United are same level. 7 points from 5 games.
Huh?
What was that again?
7 points. Tottenham, Ashford and Manchester United are same.
Yeah, no,
7
but
points
he's
from 5 games.
position. So I think I know they're 10th and 11th. I don't remember which way around. I'm literally checking now.
All right. So
But they have got
thank
the
you
same
very
point.
much. Guys, we are looking at the review right on the screen, and we'll also be
Preview.
looking at the preview, of tomorrow's game. Apologize, preview. We're looking at that, and also, earlier today, the draw for the Women's Champions League was up today. The draw for the UEFA Women's Champions League group stages has been made, with Chelsea and Celtic facing each other in the Group B. Arsenal have been drawn in Group C with Bayern Munich, Juventus. Then Manchester City will face Barcelona in Group D. And
Arsenal
this is
also,
what
I think Arsenal have Wolfsburg as well, don't they? Or was that another group?
Yeah. So the group. This is what the group looks like if you're watching us now.
Oh, it was another group. Bro, that
the
group
group-
A is a tasty group, by the way.
Arsenal will not make it. Arsenal will not make
No,
it.
Arsenal aren't in Group A.
No, I'm
Group
talking
A-
about Arsenal's
Group A is a
group.
tasty group, though.
Dua, Steven.
Group A is the best group there. Leon and
Group E?
Wolfsburg, A.
Yeah.
A. Leon and Wolfsburg, 2 multi-time winners. Bro, that's a very good group. Because if
But
one
if
of
you go,
those
if
slips
you're
up-
going according to names, the most difficult group is Group C. If you're going according to names
No.
in world
if you're going
football,
if you're going by names on men's football, sure, but not women's.
but
If
not
you're going
women's,
by names on women's football,
Mhm.
it's more Group A. Because
Yeah.
Leon and Wolfsburg have both won it multiple times. Galatasaray, I think they're the first Turkish team to ever qualify this year. Twente are the first Dutch team, I believe. Celtic are the first Scottish team. Or Twente are the first time they've, as a club, qualified. I can't remember. It was either them as a club or first Dutch team. No, it'd be them as a club. I stand corrected. First time Twente as a club have qualified. First time any Scottish Scottish clubs qualified. First time any Turkish clubs qualified.
What country is Villaranga coming from? Villaranga.
I actually don't know. I've never heard of them. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Hammarby is Swedish, though.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right, so guys, if you're looking at the group, these are group stages. 4 groups. It was being put together
Villaranga
today.
and
Group A,
Norwegian.
Norwegian team. Okay, Helen
Yeah.
Haaland's girls.
Ah,
Anyway, Group A is Olympic Lyon, Wolfsburg, AS Roma, Galatasaray. Group C, Group B comes with the Chelsea, our old Chelsea, Real Madrid. Chelsea is a bookie side. Yeah, we'll be Real Madrid many times. We'll beat them.
We've got
Definitely.
them. I think this is a 3rd year in a row. Chelsea and Real Madrid have been
Real Madrid.
drawn in the same group together in the Women's Champions League.
That's right. So Chelsea, Real Madrid, FC20, Celtic in the Group C, constitute of Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Juventus, Villarreal, and also Group D. We go to Barcelona, Manchester City, SKN, ST is it Porting. Then we have is this what's the name again? Hammond by is it Hammond
Hammerby.
by Hammerby IF, Hammerby IF. So yeah, it's looking very very interesting there.
Hammerby
So
are
if
in fact, as I expected, Swedish, by the way.
yeah, if you look at the color of it and probably the way the logo even look. But anyway, if you miss out on the draw today, this is where your football team. If you're a Chelsea fan, this is the group and that you find yourself in Group B, and these are the teams you'll be playing with. You're playing with Real Madrid, FC20, and Celtic. If you're an Arsenal fan, that's where your group is. Bayern Munich, Juventus fan, FC Barcelona, Man City. These are the groups. So we're gonna move on from the group stages of the women's version. Also today, we got to know that another version of the women's league. The competition will be coming. This is the Champions League version.
Well, we've known
So
it for a
it's gonna
while,
be
but we never spoke
Europa League. Yeah, the Europa League version will be coming soon. They haven't named it according to them. There's no name for it, but I believe Steven said it will be probably the Europa version.
Yeah,
Europa
I haven't read it anywhere. I'm just saying, look, you've got the UEFA Women's Champions League. It just makes sense for them to call it the UEFA Women's Europa League, doesn't it? Really?
Okay. Steven, I'll come to you in a second. Let me hear from
me. The only thing I wanted to say,
okay, go for it.
That, St. Polten team or whatever they're called. They're actually in the second division in Austria. They're second division. And so they must have won a cup or something to qualify. Because there's no other way they could have qualified because they were second division this year, last year, year before, and year before that.
This is what I talk about, Steven, that they even haven't finished the publicity and the popularity of the main Champions League. Why create another one so quickly? These guys they don't have enough with making money.
You get what I'm saying? I don't mind it, to be honest.
All right. To me, I feel I want the game to be more established. Get more fans on board. Get more fans on board. Get Arabic fans on board. Get the Asian fans on board. Everyone on board before you start creating. The Premier League, the Champions League, the English version of the European version of the Champions League. What I'm saying is, it's been I would say it's only the European people that play this competition, but it's very, very popular in Africa, very popular in Europe, very popular in other continents. You get what I'm saying? So you get the money from there. But they have to make the women's game more popular before they think of creating another one. Make the competitiveness of this game very high. Create more competition. Did I say create more competition? Make the competition much stronger and interesting to watch before you start creating another one. Swedish, what do you make of this group? The group outline. Oh, I think we lost Swedish there. So yeah, I think he got kicked away from the group. But anyway,
StreamYard things basically.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're watching live, we're discussing the women's version of the Champions League, the group stages, and today they put all the group together, and that's where Chelsea found themselves another club. So, thank you very much, and each and every one of you. We're going to talk about Graham Potter. Graham Potter is next. So, guys, thank you very much for being here. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a short commercial break. I'll say commercial, but not commercial with money. But yeah, I'll go for a short break. We'll be right back. Graham Potter is on the table. All right, so guys, so thank you very much for sticking with us and coming back again. Graham Potter has been speaking a lot today with the Telegraph, and he made some few statements regarding his time at Chelsea and what they went through. And he believed that there was so much pressure on him. If a football club spent 300 million in his time at Chelsea, you expect results. You expect that the players that they brought in, they're supposed to put out. But we forget that the media was putting pressure on Graham Potter. He believed the media was putting pressure on him he believed that the fans were putting pressure on him, and also pressure was coming from the owners at the same time. But he learned a lot from it. Let me take what do you reckon, Stephen? What's your thoughts on Graham Potter's statement with the Telegraph today?
If you weren't expecting pressure from the fans, yeah, brother, you're an idiot. You're coming to Chelsea Football Club, one of the biggest European clubs, one of the biggest world football clubs, yeah, and a club with a history of a lot of success. If you did not expect pressure from the fans of said football club, Chelsea FC, yeah, Chelsea Football Club, then you lack the brain cells, my brother. Yeah? Because it comes with the territory. If you didn't know that going into the job, why do you take it? You should have sat down and gone, it's Chelsea Football Club. They've won 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, about 5 Premier League titles, among other trophies as well. That's a lot of pressure. Am I ready for it? Yeah? So if you're now saying the fans put a lot of pressure on me, yeah? How did you not flipping expect this? It's literally, well, not literally. It's basically in a job description. You're taking a role at Chelsea Football Club. That's like saying, oh yeah, I took a job at Real Madrid. I didn't expect the fans to put pressure on me. Come on, man. Common sense, please.
Like he made this statement. He believed that if the money was being spent on Harry Kane and Declan Rice, that could make a difference. But the money was not spent on Harry Kane or Declan Rice, but the money was being spent on stupid, young, inexperienced players, according to that report.
I think it's a bit harsh to say stupid, young, inexperienced players.
Oh, according to the report, I'm not saying he said it directly, but that's what it means. Like, that's what he's trying to say. Because the football club has spent 300 million on talented young players for Potter to get the best out of them.
Then they haven't.
No, he couldn't get the best out of them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. You're saying it from the report, yeah?
Yeah, from the report.
If he said that, he's even more of an idiot. That first summer, who did Chelsea buy? Koulibaly, Cucurella, Aubameyang. Basically, my point is that first window, Chelsea signed experience. Yeah? So if he has come out and said that Chelsea, what just happened to your life? If he's come out and said that Chelsea have signed young players and that's why he had pressure, blah, 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 yeah? As I said previously, brother, you're an idiot. Chelsea did not do that in the first summer. Chelsea bought basically all, if not completely all, experience. I've even forgot Sterling. How did I forget that donkey?
You forgot about Sterling.
He was the first signing.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Flipping
All right. That's
very
very interesting.
He takes responsibility for the results and stuff.
Yeah, he did. I was wondering what took him too long to come out and put up a statement. Was he
probably just wanted a break? Have a break, look over it yourself, and then keep away from football for a bit. And then if now he feels like he's ready to talk out about it, because it's been like 2 years now. So that's what I'd imagine it'd be.
Thank you very much. Guys, so the likes and the subscription will go along with. We are very, very close to 4K subscribers. So if you're one of us watching live and you haven't subscribed, you haven't liked the video, what are you waiting for? Are you enjoying? Are we entertaining you? Are we giving you what you're supposed to hear? We don't flip-flops over on this platform. We don't flip-flop. We're very, very consistent in what we say because we look at the bigger picture. We do a lot of research. We do a research and come up with what is right, not just we don't want you on our platform because of clickbait. We don't want on our platform because of subscription's sake. We want to have a communication with you. We're growing a community that will understand this platform, that we are not flip-flop. We come out with the truth. Not clickbait either. So thank you very much.
Sometimes. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Alpha said, interesting time. Potter has come out in the media with a negative comments about Chelsea. Just when Chelsea form is getting better. I think there's a goal. The women have registered another goal It's 4-0. I think it's good writing. I'm not so sure who did it. Either I don't think it's good writing. I think good writing. The camera is on here.
It's good.
So yeah, writing the Norwegian international, beautiful young lady, but has a lot of football brain. She's so good. Last season, she was. I was calling her the assist queen of Chelsea, or even the Champions League. She was assisting either 2 seasons ago or last season until she got injured. She's a very, very good assistant or assisted person in the game. Yeah, she assisted a lot, quite a lot in Chelsea winning the WSL last season. Great player. She's a very, very smart girl. So yeah, she has put in Chelsea up 4-0 in the 74th minute against Crystal Palace. Game has been taking place at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace home ground. So thank you very much. Good writing for the other goal. We're still on Potter. Let me know you guys' thoughts on Potter. If you've read anything regarding Graham Potter in the media, let me know what your thoughts are on his comment to the Telegraph today. But yeah, we still got a lot more to talk about. Enzo Maresca,
I'll quickly say to that is that it is as Chelsea about to play Brighton. It's his 2 former clubs.
Chelsea is about to play Brighton, which is Graham Potter's 2 former club, Chelsea and Brighton Football Club. But
so maybe that's why the timing's now. In terms of, he might not have said it now, but the media have published it now. So it could be he could have said this a month ago, and they're just waiting, and then, oh look, Chelsea are playing Brighton. Chelsea are in good form. Brighton are in good form. Let's hit it out now. That'll be what that is.
You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm not so sure about who the Telegraph reports for. I think it's the Telegraph under Matt Law.
No, the Telegraph is the Telegraph.
No, that's Matt Law. Matt Law writes for the Telegraph. Is it with Telegraph?
Yes,
or
I think he's still with the Telegraph. Yeah.
So I know Matt Law did not report this. I don't think he did. But whoever did it waited for the right time when Chelsea's playing Brighton to put this news out, to sell it. Because I believe that if you have put this news out a few days before today, this news might not sell.
14 hours ago it came out. It was Matt Law.
Yeah. It was Matt Law. So Matt Law brought in the news. I think he has this interview with Graham Potter a long time ago. It wasn't today. This report has been there, but it wasn't put up because Matt Law was waiting for the right time to publish this article so it can sell. That's how I feel. What do you think?
Possible. In fact, probably. I'd say probable.
Yeah,
but
that's how I feel.
No guarantees.
Great. Lord Vapination in the building. Lordy says either a 1-1 draw or someone wins by 1 goal. Come on, Lord. We are getting to a different age, bro. The 1-1 draw thing belong to the past. Crystal Palace were very lucky they had a draw against Chelsea. They were very, very lucky. Else Chelsea would have been on the top of the league right now. Chelsea would have been on the top of the league, rocking shoulders with Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool's. Now I think it's only three points difference, right, Steven? 3 points difference between those in the top.
Is it 3 or is it 4? I'm loading up.
Another goal. I think it's 5 right now. Another goal. Chelsea has recorded another
Natalie
goal.
Bjorn, I think it was. Yeah. Our centre back.
Natalie Bjorn is the name. Thank you very much, Steven. Beautiful goal. Nice cross that came in and well intersected. Beautiful goal. I think the cross beat almost about 5 players for a tapping of a goalkeeper and a defender, Chelsea's defender tapping. Great chemistry. This is what I'm looking for. At least, we see the goals coming flying from the left, right, center. That's my problem right now. And I'm very, very happy seeing the ladies registering goals. 78 minutes, guys. So 78 minutes, and Chelsea are 5 goals up. Brilliant. The BSL should be finalized by now. We're going to the tactical board. Guys, if you're just joining us, Steven and I were going to our tactical board. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The likes, guys, remember the likes will go a long way. The only reason why we are doing good in terms of our numbers, we are doing good in terms of YouTube recommending our videos to a lot of you guys coming in and out, is because of what you guys are doing. You're liking it, you're sharing it, you're subscribing to it, and all that, and you're always tuning into Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. But the only thing is, 95%, 75% of people that tune into my channel have no subscribers, and it's very, very common everywhere. It's something that a lot of YouTubers or a lot of YouTube content creators faces. They go through a lot. People tune in, but they don't subscribe. And sometimes I know it is human nature. They forget to do it. That is why I always remind you guys when you jump in that do not forget to subscribe, because I know you don't mean any harm, but you forget to subscribe to the platform. It'll help me as a content creator for my channel to grow. So let's do that. Let's do that real quick. We can do that. And let's share the video also. Let me invite more. Steven, is your friend coming?
I'm gonna check. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. I'll give you 2 seconds while to get that done. You can mute yourself real quick.
I'm going to mute. I'll ring on 1 sec.
All right. You want me to take the camera off it? All right, so Steven, get that done whilst we still talk about Graham Potter. Graham Potter, today, this is the comment that I'm going to read it loud for everyone to hear if you're just joining us. A report coming from the Telegraph today. Former Chelsea head coach Graham Potter, if you spend and this is what he said, former Chelsea manager Graham Potter said, if you spend £300 million, the pressure on the team goes up and the pressure on the coach goes up. And the people also put pressure on you. Come on. Then it says we've not spent so much money. We've spent all this money, but I think we did not spend the money on the player like Harry Kane. Did not spend the money on the player like Declan Rice. Then how far enough? But at the time, that was the decision for Chelsea Football Club. So that was some of the report by the Telegraph reporter. I think it's Matt Law who reported this earlier on, and that was what Graham Potter was saying. And it's always clear, a manager of that magnitude was definitely going to go through pressure of a club like Chelsea Football Club, arguably one of the best football clubs in England in the past decades, 2 years in 20 years. In the past 10 years, 2 decades. 20 years. I was right. So definitely that pressure. So Steven, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for your comments. But we're gonna move on. Let's get more goals. We can. And guys, also don't forget the link is right there. If you're watching us, you want to take part of you want to take part in our contents today, be in the studio and talk to us, be my guest. Click on the link. It will bring you over here. We're going to the tactical board right now. Steven, are you ready?
Yeah. I'm just quickly typing something. There we go. Yep, ready.
Go for it.
Yeah, so this is the predicted lineup I'd sent to uni. I only just was able to get it into this, I don't know, like 5 minutes before we went live.
All right. Okay. Take us through it. The goalkeeper, your centre back, your pivot, the maybe you have a deep line defensive midfielder, attacking midfielders, you need wingers. Take us through that real quick, Steven.
I mean, it's basically the same as what we played against West Ham, pretty much. Obviously, Gusto's in there instead, but outside that, it's off the top of my head the exact same lineup. You don't change something that's not broke. They literally say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Sanchez in goal, we know that's happening. That's a lock-in guarantee. Fofana and Colwell is a lock-in guarantee. Cucurella is a lock-in guarantee. Gusto isn't a guarantee because we don't know how he's reacted after playing midweek, after not playing for a while. But for now, I've got him there, given that Joshua Champong is with the academy squad tonight, and I really, really don't want to think about the prospect to Axel Disasi playing in this back four. That
That's a
scares
no-no.
the life out of me.
That's a no-no. No.
And then,
I said this earlier on the Chelsea Perspective channel. Every right centre back we've had him play in that right back position have struggled. It looks like
centre backs. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to play centre backs in that position, so it makes the players look very bad. You get what I'm saying? We know Disasi himself hasn't done himself a favor, but under Enzo Maresca, he has struggled a little bit because of how we're playing our right back. Our right back are not just right back, but they're being inverted. You get what I'm saying? They're being inverted.
I mean, sometimes they're inverting and sometimes they're not.
Okay.
Sometimes they have been playing as more of a natural fullback.
Natural fullback. So, I mean, that could be the reason why Disasi have struggled. But we've seen Disasi playing this right centre back role in Europa. Was it right centre back? Yeah. And then in the European competition, and he did well. I think in the domestic league also he did well. So it's all about time. When they understand the style of play, I'm sure they will be better. JC says, Steven, it's Tosin and Fofana. I'll go for Fofana. It's not Tosin. I'm not going for Tosin right now. We'll go for Fofana right now. I'm a
if
Fofana
Gusto
fan
can't
right
play, yeah,
then
you put Tosin in.
there.
Yeah. If Gusto can't play, then it's Tosin and Adarabioyo.
Don't make that mistake that Enzo Maresca did. Enzo Maresca made a mistake putting Fofana in that right back row. We know he struggled a lot. He couldn't compete in that position. So I prefer if you want to keep
him there.
Fofana.
There's a way you could do it. You could do it.
Tell me how.
Let's change Gusto for a second to Tosin and then move. Oh, hang on, I took it off caps. Let's do this, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fofana must stay there. Okay.
No.
Doing this.
Hear me out. Okay. What I'm saying is on paper, you would still have Fofana as a right back, yeah? But in game, yeah, you either have Cucurella act like a normal fullback or you have him invert next to Caicedo, yeah?
Okay.
Then that means that you still have Fofana playing as one of your centre backs in possession. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's move these guys up further.
So in possession, you have Fofana and Chilwell. Is it Chilwell?
No.
Who's that? Who's up there? Behind
Fofana, Tosin, Colwell.
All right, Colwell. Okay.
Cucurella, Caicedo, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, Nicholas Jackson. I'm going to keep doing that now. It's stuck in my head. It is what it is.
Mr. Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. He sounds like a Nigerian, but he isn't. Anyway.
Yeah, so in possession, you could have it like this if you have to go for the four at the back with 3 centre-backs and 1 full-back. Hopefully, we don't have to do that. But, look, it worked against West Ham for the most part, so I'm not overly concerned. If it was Disasi, we're having an entirely different conversation because that is alarm bells. Big alarm bells. But, yeah. If we do it that we have 3 centre-backs and Cucurella, then this is the best way to do it. Like I said, you could have Cucurella on the overlap or the underlap on Sancho.
Okay.
Or you could have him inverting. So you could, basically what I'm saying, you could have him invert, which we've seen at times under Maresca, or you could have him act as more of a natural fullback where they're down the channel, down the line.
Okay. All right. Okay, now I get what you mean.
For me, ideally, this would be, for me, ideally, you go Gusto here, move Fofana to there, Colwell goes to the central one, Cucurella goes there, and then you have Gusto either invert, like I was saying with Cucurella, or what we have seen quite a bit, especially you look at the game the other day against Barrow. Look, I know it's Barrow's different opposition, but the principles are the same no matter what under Maresca. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes he changes it. The other day, you had, I think it was Neto on the right wing. I could be wrong. I can't remember. My brain's blanking right now. Yeah, it was Neto, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you had Neto come out from here, gets to here. He back heels it for Gusto to do the overlap, puts the cross in, and then you've got Nkunku in the box that's run to the near post, done the flick, and puts Chelsea 2-0 up. So this is what I'm saying. They don't always invert. There is times where they do go on the overlap like a normal fullback.
Yeah. All right.
So,
So thank you very much.
I think it's
Stingy.
match dependent, opponent dependent on whether they invert or they overlap.
Okay, depending on the opponent. Okay.
I think that's what it seems like to me at the moment.
That makes sense. That makes sense. JC, big up to you, JC. Steve, hold on to it. We'll be back again on it. I got mass comments are many here. If I don't go
It's
through them
6-0.
out. Oh, 6-0. I just see it. It looks like it's a Guru writing again.
Is it Guru again?
Sure. Yeah, it's Guru again.
about
It's
to see
Guru
it now.
writing again. Yeah, it's Guru writing again. Put Chelsea 6 up to Crystal Palace. So
Nice.
yeah, what a shame. Steven, it says Toxie. Oh, okay. Guna
You read that
man,
one.
my only Guna Arsenal fan. Yeah, Mas, if you have a minute, can you join me up here? Let's talk. Let's chit chat about Arsenal a bit. If you want to make it some other day, let me know. I'll send you a message. If you have a little bit of time, I want us to have a little discussion here about Teta, about the style of play, the striking situation. Almost about 10 minutes if you have a time. Mas, click on the link. Join me here on the show. Let's chit chat Arsenal for a little bit. He said that we're still undefeated according to Mas. Yeah, Arsenal is undefeated. Man City, same. It says Tosin went into it says went into me. Is it Premier? Is it FPL? It says Tosin went into me FPL. I don't get it. I don't
know where you are. I'm lost.
Oh, this one.
Oh, he put Tosin in his fantasy football team.
Oh, that's okay. Fantasy
Premier
football.
League.
Premier League. Okay, I don't do those things. So yeah, you
It's
got
the
me
thing
there.
me and Ryan do.
Yeah, you got me there. Mars. It says, isn't Gusto back? Yeah, Gusto is back, but we don't know if he's going to start or
We
come
don't
off
know
the
if he'll
bench.
start because he played midweek,
Yeah.
and it was his first game back, and he played. What was it in the end? I think it was like 60 minutes. I think in the end.
Yeah, I think 60 minutes should be enough for him to start. Maybe.
I don't know if he will start. Is my point. I want him to start ideally, but I don't think he will. I don't think it's wise for him to start.
I'm feeling he will start. Comparing how I think he will start. Comparing how big this game is. We get the necessary win on time, then you can take him off.
I stand corrected, me. He played 45 minutes midweek.
Okay. All right. Masatsuki said PSG won Reigns 0. Why wouldn't you? PSG definitely have to win it. Sasuke Mas said Bochum was beating Dortmund, but now Dortmund for
I'm not surprised.
Brighton back tricky. Brighton back. This is tricky. Now they have Fedi, Turkish, Canadian, and Estupinian. Boom. Estupinian. Boom. Yeah, I know that guy very well. Good player. But yeah, they have all those players.
Ecuadorian, if I remember correctly.
I think he was with Villarreal before he moved to the Premier League.
Estupinian.
Yeah, Estupinian. It says gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a good match. I want to see what the Steven, will you take us through the up and coming games in the Premier League tomorrow and Sunday? If you can do that. If not, then I'll go through it. Goodness, the PSG goal. We play them Tuesday.
I've already got Premier League up.
Okay, I'll let you go through right after I'm done with this few comments. Sasuke said the big boy club. Is Arsenal the big boy club?
Try winning it first.
Try win the Champions League, Mars. Try win the Champions League, and we can talk about big boy club. Try win the Champions League, and then we can talk about the big boy club, Mas. It says a guru right in the game. Yeah. PSG 2 at the moment. Guna, man. Mas is giving us all the update. Thank you very much, my big brother. It says, yeah. Lauren go, Lauren James. Is it Lauren go? Is it Lauren James? Go 1-0.
She scored earlier, didn't she? She
Maresca
scored, I think, the third.
Is it Valladolid? No, I don't think it's Lauren James. I don't think it's Lauren James.
No, she scored early in it.
Do what, Steven?
She scored
Yeah,
earlier.
she scored earlier.
The
Yeah.
third or fourth. It's still
I think
6-0.
the third one. The third one, yeah. Newcastle versus Man City. Good game. That would be a good game. We want to see it. Yeah, that's something I want to talk about. My Sports World, as always, 8 a.m. Arsenal versus guys. So we got 12 of you watching live. Let me do this for my brother.
Oh my god, it's 7
all the time. 7-0 right now. 7-0. What a strike from is he?
Bro, it's literally like the last second. I'm not even joking.
Is it Vicario? Is that the name? Vicario or Vicario?
Huh?
That's the name, right? Vicario, the Canadian. Macario, yeah. She's a Canadian, isn't it?
I think she's American.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's American. All right.
I'm
she's
sure
scored the
she's
last
American.
goal. Where's Mia Fisher? Always injured. Where's Mia Fisher? Always injured.
It don't matter if you see our strength in depth in attack.
We even have 2 strikers that we've not seen there. Prolific top good strikers, Mia Fisher and Sam Kerr. We haven't even seen them playing this season. But yeah, the media's
Macario is American.
Vicario is an American. Yeah. All right, Man Sports World, guys, please, you got 12 of you watching, 14 of you watching live. Look at my brother over here, Man Sports World. As always, 8 a.m. Arsenal versus Leicester City. Guys, the 3 dots will take you straight to his channel. I know you don't have to be a Chelsea fan to be part of his channel. You don't have to be. If you love football, I am a Chelsea fan. I'm always on his platform because I love that brother and I love sports. He doesn't just do football. He does all kinds of sports. You see him doing hockey, basketball, anything, athletics. Everything is right there on that platform. That's why he call it the Mass Sports World as always. You get on the Mass Sports World. You get him there. Guys, go and 15 of you watching live, 10 of you go and subscribe to his platform. Yes, don't tell him I sent you. Just go and show some love to that brother. He's a good lad. He's an Arsenal fan. He contributes a lot to my platform, and I do the same thing to him. It's just a love between a Chelsea fan and an Arsenal fan. He's a big brother, though. He's a big brother. I love him. It says nobody beats is a sitter, but us. With big boys. All right, Must, I dare you. Please click on the link. Come over here. I'm begging you now. Must click on. I want to have 10 minutes with you. I know you don't have much time. I want to have 10 minutes with you on my platform. I'm requesting. It's a request to my brother Must. Join me here. Let's chit chat Arsenal. And no negativity, but we're gonna go straight to the point. We mean business, not bantering over here. We just want to go straight to the point. Let's go straight to the point, Mas. Come on, click on it. I'm waiting for you. JC said 7. 7 right now. 7. I think game over.
Yeah, it's full time now.
Full time. 7-0. 7-0. Oh my goodness. All right, hit the thumbnail, guys. Hit the thumbnail. Hit it. Nee is the real deal. Big up to you, brother. Thank you very much. He said, Pulisic, go. Oh, AC Milan is playing. How's Pulisic go?
No, they played earlier, right now.
They did.
Earlier.
Go today. Yeah, he's been on good form, but yeah, he's always plastic, always injured. AC Milan 3, Leeds, Lecce, not Leeds, Lecce 0. I almost said Leeds, but Lecce 0.
You did say Leeds.
Yeah, I did say it, but I don't mean to say it. It's Lecce. It goes by the name Lecce. If you haven't heard the name before, you know why I say Leeds. If I haven't heard this name in the Italian league before,
Leeds.
Not really. It's because I've heard the name in the Italian league, so it's easy for me to say Lecce because I wouldn't. There's no H in the name. See, there's no H over there for you to sound like Lecce. They pronounce it Lecce. But anyway, thank you very much. Mas, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. 10 minutes, you and I and Steven. We want to chit
Me,
chat.
I got to hop off soon anyway.
What's going on?
I'm gonna hop off and then not be long till I go sleep because I've got to get up at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Steven, sorry. Steven got to go to the game tomorrow, and there's not much time.
Bro, I've got to get up at 9 so I can actually get up and eat and then go and meet my mate to go to the game. I meant to meet him at 12, but you know how it is. By the time you get up, you don't want to rush, innit? So you take your time getting ready and eating and stuff.
All right, Steven, I'll let you go. I'll wait for Mars for a few minutes. Steven,
I'm probably
give us
going
a
to
few
just
minutes.
relax, play a couple games and go sleep. So
60 seconds for you, Steven.
Yep. So I don't know if you're going to be live before the game tomorrow. Are you or not?
I will be.
Okay, so me and my friend, should he arrive at an appropriate, normal, reasonable time so we can get to the game at a reasonable time, we'll try to join you. We will also try and get you a video pre-match of our thoughts on the lineup and stuff in case we can't get into the stream. We will also get you almost like our own review whilst we're on our way back. You know how we did for the Spurs game back in the last season? We were at a train station waiting for a train. We gave our thoughts on the game, sent it to you, you put it out. Just so that, look, because we're going to be on the underground, we won't be able to join the post-match stream. At least not unless you're still live when we get back, which would be an hour or two. But I'm not sure what time you're going live because there's obviously the Wolves-Liverpool game at 5:30 UK time. So I don't know if you're going live after that or after Chelsea. I'm not sure. But I'll try and join if you're live when I get back. Yeah. But I'll get you that video as well, like I promised, and we can obviously upload that. So it'd be like a mini review from me and my mate, our thoughts on the game, anything we noticed. And yeah, we'll also try and join the pre-game preview stream as well to try and get you guys footage exclusively to this channel from me and my mate at the ground.
The stadium, at the ground.
Mm-hmm. Like we did it the last game when it was just me. For the Palace game, I was at the stadium, spoke to you guys a bit before the game, whilst I was outside and whatnot. So we'll try and do something like that, give you guys a bit of content, try and get you some content from within the game, just so you guys know what we're going to try and get for you. You know how it is by now, the normal stuff, but because I've got my friend going, I can give you an extra couple of videos. So you should get a couple extra little bits of content. So if you don't want to miss that, please subscribe to the channel. On YouTube, turn the bell notification on. If you are on X, aka Twitter, then come over to YouTube and subscribe over here. If you're on YouTube, then please go over to the social media accounts like X. Think you've got a TikTok up for the channel. You've got Instagram as well, all obviously being Blueclouds Media. So go over to them, follow them. And then it's the easiest way to keep up to date with anything. If anything unforeseen happens where we can't stream, Nia put an update out for you guys, whether that's on the community as he has done in the past or if that's on Twitter or both. So it's just so that if one goes down, say X goes down, sometimes you know what it is with social media, one goes down and whatnot. You always have the other one. So if that was to go down and it's on a day we're streaming, you still can come to YouTube and watch the stream now.
Definitely. Guys, so that's Steven G. That's my co-host. He will be reporting live. He will be reporting live at Stamford Bridge tomorrow in the fixture, a big game between Chelsea and Brighton. We've gone through the preview. We've gone through the head-to-head and who looks likely that he might come up victorious over that game. And Steven, what's your prediction before I let you go?
Chelsea are going to win, and unlike last season in both Premier League games, Chelsea are going to finish the game with 11 men and not 10. Having said that, last season we won both games with 10 men, so make it out what you will. But yeah, I've just seen, just before I go, Saski's comment saying that PSG are now 3-0 up. I can't remember who he said they're playing. Ren or Rhyme, I think he said, right?
Ren. I think Ren. He said they're playing Ren, if I can remember.
I don't know. It was somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll try and get you guys and me all that content tomorrow, and
Good content, guys.
join the stream.
That's a good content, guys. This is a channel to trust in. Like I've told you many times, we don't flip flop over here. We're consistent in terms of our prediction. We're very consistent in terms of what we don't hype this channel with negativity. It's not part of our DNA.
We're
not
need
Rory
the negativity for our channel to grow, and that's evident because look, if you go through the channel, there's not really any negativity. Like, let's be honest. There might be the odd thing where it's more being critical.
Trending.
It's not us being negative and hating. It's more critical of, say, a Graham Potter, for example. It's not negative like you get with Tory Jennings and people like that, where we feed off the negativity. Look, the one last thing I would say on this: A, on him, and B, from me for tonight's stream, because I don't want to keep mentioning Tory Jennings. Yeah, with him, people have said to me, "Oh, he didn't do a video on the games where Chelsea won because he done a live stream, all that." Yeah, I don't care, mate. You do streams on Man United and Man City and that all the time. Yeah, you do videos on them all the time, right? How about, look, he didn't do one for the midweek game. I know it was only Barrow, but we still did one because we still want to put something out for the people. Yeah, him. No live stream watch along is what was the excuse being given to me for why he didn't do a video on how Chelsea are doing so far when we win. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no video on Chelsea won. Are they making progress? Anything like that. So my point stands that he is a, I'm going to put this in a respectful way rather than swearing, getting us in trouble with YouTube, a absolute grade A donkey. And on that note, much love, bro. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of the stream that Nee's got put on for you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Bro, I'll see you on the other side. There you go. Stephen is hopping up there. Mr. Ryan is joining us here.
Oh, good timing.
Right. Good timing. You know, like, okay, Stephen is great. He's going to be left with me alone. I'm going to go over there, help him out.
Yeah, that's what I did the other day. I was tired. I hopped on for a couple minutes because I saw you were alone. But yeah, if Ryan's here, big up Ryan. Big up everyone in the chat as well.
Big up, guys. That was not intentional, by the way. I literally just timed it. Coincidence.
Right, it wasn't intentional.
It really wasn't.
You know what? He told me, he sent me a message. Ryan sent me a message. He said, "I'm gonna wait when Stephen leave, and I'll join you." Okay.
No. What are you talking about, bro?
No, we get on anyway.
You're making up lies.
Yeah.
I've been out.
I'll get out your guys' way. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
All right, Stephen, have a good night. Have fun.
All
Chill.
right, see you guys.
Yeah, get some rest. All right, bye-bye. JC said is Chelsea down on holiday. So remember, he likes Chinese is it delicacies? Is it delicacies? Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea down was here a few days ago. I'll try and get him on, maybe hopefully tomorrow. Stephen, what's on for dinner? Oh, didn't read that message on time, by the way. Oh dear, he's probably gonna reply. He's gonna reply in the comments if he sees it. What's for dinner? It says who I think who was a donkey? Is it Donkey Maguire? No, it wasn't Maguire. It was some Chelsea fan that I would like to say he strives. He grows and feed himself on negativity to grow his platform. And Chelsea fans have seen him. Lots of the fan base are now seeing what this guy is all about. Chelsea has been playing well and scoring goals, but yet he doesn't make individual videos on how good the team is playing. He doesn't make individual videos on Enzo Maresca or Enzo Fernandez or maybe the Caicedo. These are the main key players, or even Jackson. These are the players that were being targeted last season because of their performance and how much Chelsea paid for them. And Jackson, it wasn't about the price tag. It was about he's not good enough. But yet this guy is breaking lots of records. And I'll take you guys through some of the record that Jackson have already broken. And he's still gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Last season he didn't play majority of the games though. He went to AFCON, he missed some games, and then also through suspension. So Jackson is doing good, in my opinion, right now. JC says, see you. All right. He says, hey, Ryan, big up. When are you playing Liverpool? Absolutely. Ryan, that's where we are. Run here today. Matt, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, patiently waiting for you to join me here. We want to chit chat us now. All right, let me give the microphone to Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, welcome back to the show. And how is the family doing? And how are you doing yourself? Say?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. I've been listening to the stream tonight. You've covered a range of interesting topics, not just Chelsea. Broader important topics in English football, and it's going to be a busy weekend. Chelsea have a real test against Brighton. Brighton, who are seventh in the league, they've had a strong start to the season. 2 wins, 3 draws. They're undefeated against one of the form teams in England. That's Chelsea Football Club, your team. And in the late kickoff tomorrow is Liverpool playing against Wolves. So we'll be going to the Molineux Stadium. And that will also be a tricky tie. No one likes to play Wolves away from home, whether you're Man City or Arsenal or you're a Leicester or Southampton, whichever end of the Premier League you are. Wolves away is always a tough challenge. But the one I'm interested in as well is the early kickoff. So Newcastle, Man City. This will be a very
Oh, early
interesting
kickoff
match
tomorrow. Early kickoff is Chelsea
tomorrow.
Brighton. Are you talking about Sunday?
I thought the
Early
early
kickoff
kickoff
is
tomorrow is Man
no,
City, Newcastle. Am
no.
I
It's
wrong?
Chelsea Brighton. Chelsea Brighton.
No, the early
Man,
kickoff tomorrow is Newcastle, Man City, 12:30.
okay, no. They're all being kicked off at the same time, so it's 10 o'clock
Are they?
a.m. That's yeah. Early kickoff 7. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Chelsea Brighton is at the normal time
Normal
tomorrow,
time.
3
Yeah.
3
Sorry.
p.m. UK time, the blackout time.
Yeah.
So yeah, early
Sorry.
kickoff tomorrow. Man City away to Newcastle. Um, Newcastle, who are not in good form at all. However, Man City, we know, have their injury problems. So this could be a very competitive, tough fixture for both teams. It'll be very interesting. I'm sure Arsenal fans will have a keen eye, as will Liverpool fans, on how Man City perform without Rodri.
Oh, what wonderful. Thank you very much. I can disagree with you on that, Mr. Ryan. I can't disagree on that aspect. Mas, I'm still waiting for you, guys. If you really not, if you study me very, very well, this platform I covers vast number of football clubs. I want to be broad in terms of my knowledge. I want to be more spread it out, not just be stuck to just Chelsea alone. Yes, I'll cover Chelsea content as usual, but I just want to be expand myself, know much more about other football club. I want to have a show. If I have that kind of finances, I want to have a show where I'm talking about United, I'm talking Arsenal, I'm talking about this. Then I can invite that person on from Arsenal. I invite that person on from Manchester City. I want to hear their voice. What's the club doing? Why is this that? Why is that that? That's what I want to set my platform to be. Have all kind of clubs on my platform, subscribing and getting interested in the content. That's why I have man like Ryan, Manchester United fan. I have Mas over here, Saski man himself, who is a Guna man. He's a Guna representing the Gunners in Canada. Yeah, top Canadian. It's not Igal. No, forget about Igal. He's flip flop sometimes. Yeah, I want the Mas man himself. All right. Matt said at 8 o'clock. It says at 5:30 a.m. Newcastle versus Man City. Same time with me. Absolutely the same time. Same time here in Michigan. He said at 8 o'clock. Mass Arsenal versus Leicester City 3 p.m. UK and Chelsea versus Brighton. Vote on my poll. Yes, guys, I've said we got 16 of you watching live. If you haven't dropped a like on the video, do so. And you haven't subscribed to Blueclouds from the YouTube channel, do so. You won't regret you did. You will love this platform. We give you a chance to come on and have your say. We make sure we interact with you. We send a link there. It's public. The link is public now. Anyone can join. But then we make sure we see who you are down there in the studio before we allow you in. We have to keep everything professional and no racism and or homophobic chant or anything disrespectful on this platform. We keep it real. But big up to you. I want to love you forever. She said a big up Nick Zion and Mr. Ryan. Sorry for joining late. I have been busy with doctor's appointment and more testing today. Hopefully everything goes well for me. We pray that everything goes well for you, our sister. I want to love you forever. Igal lost his Canadian status. he didn't rep Canada anymore. I hope so. He doesn't. Yeah, he should go somewhere else. You guys need to kick him away from Canada. Yeah. But anyway, big up to you, JC. Mr. Ryan, let's talk a little bit on let's look at some of these Premier League games that will be taking place tomorrow. We start with the Manchester City. And I have a little concern. Rodri right now, Rodri is out of the picture for a little while. How should Manchester City approach games without Rodri? I know Kovacic is not a Rodri. He doesn't play like the way Rodri does because we're talking about goals. You can't get goals on cover. Should City change the style of play to be able to get goals, or should somebody else come in and represent Rodri in that position? How should Pep Guardiola approach this game?
Yeah, it's an interesting dilemma, isn't it? Because Rodri is, the cog in the wheel. He's the one who gives them balance and control. Control is the key word. Man City like to have control of the possession, have control of the momentum in a game, and that's what Rodri gives the team. He gives them balance in the midfield. He can play a multitude of different roles: 6, central midfield, 8. He connects defense to midfield to attack very, very well. However, beginning of the season, he'd had a very busy summer playing for Man City towards the end of last season in high pressure games, winning the Premier League. They went deep in the Champions League as well, getting knocked out by Real Madrid, and then he went straight to the Euros, and he played all the matches in the Euros, won the Euros with Spain. So he was given extended time off. So the beginning of the season, Kovacic was the one who was playing that DM Rodri position, and to his credit, he performed pretty well. As you said, only nobody can replace Rodri. He's the best in the world in that position. But Kovacic, was performing well. His statistics were impressive: tackling, interceptions. Man City were dominating possession when he was playing. So that's what I expect tomorrow. I expect that they'll keep the same formation, probably a 3-2-4-1. You'll see Kovacic play in the midfield, either with Rico Lewis or Gundogan. And then they'll play their, 4 attacking midfielders behind Haaland. So probably Savio, the Brazilian, who's been excellent so far this season. He's the one who assisted their goal against Arsenal, where he spun Calafiori and played a beautiful through ball that dissected Saliba and Gabriel for Haaland to score. I think that's one of the assists of the season, in my opinion, because that's the meanest defense Arsenal have in the league this season, and he just cut it through like a knife through butter. So I expect Savio to play on the wing, and then probably Grealish, because he likes to play Grealish in these big games, gives him more control on the other side of the wing. And then it sounds like Kevin De Bruyne is out injured as well, so they'll probably play Foden. And then maybe Nunez or Gundogan will play higher up. But we know the big man up front will be Erling Haaland. He'll be hungry to score goals. I actually feel it's a bigger match for Newcastle than it is for Man City. That's my personal opinion. Newcastle are coming off the back of a very disappointing defeat against Fulham in the Premier League. They've been inconsistent so far this season, and that's very reflected in their league position. Currently, it's 6th place, which is not bad, but Newcastle want to be challenging for the top 4, so 6th position is behind their expectations right now. And their problem, if you look at the statistics, the top 5 teams, your Man Cities, your Liverpools, Villas, Arsenals, Chelseas, they're all scoring goals. Newcastle have only scored 7 goals in the season, and they've conceded in the season so far, and they've conceded 6.
How about
so they're basically.
How many clean sheets have they had so far in the 5 games that's already been played?
That's a very good question. It's something I don't know off the top of my head. If I were to guess, I would say 0, but I might be wrong. I have a feeling the beginning of the season, maybe the first game, they kept a clean sheet, but since then they've been conceding goals, which is what makes tomorrow intriguing because both teams have been leaking goals. Man City as well have struggled to keep clean sheets. So I think it will be a game of goals, without a doubt. The big issue for Newcastle is Alexander Isak is likely to miss the game because he had a broken toe, which he's recovering from, a foot injury.
From what I'm seeing here, if you look at the last 5 games for Newcastle United, they I think they lost a game. They lost to Fulham. They also lost to Wolverhampton. They won. Yeah, they won this one. They won their last. They lost to Fulham and then also won to Wolves and also won the game against Dame and Tottenham Hotspurs. Lost to drew to Fulham and drew to Bournemouth Football Club. So it's not that bad. So it means that they played 5 games, won 2, lost 1, and drew 2. And they've conceded from all these games, they have conceded how many goals here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have conceded 9 goals. So they're not a bad side.
No, I think the issue, if you ask any Newcastle fan who've been watching them this season, they're not playing well. Some of the wins, they're winning by the odd goal and they're scoring late in games. They're not passing the eye test this season. That's the general feeling, I think, amongst Newcastle fans, that they're underperforming right now. So this is a real test for them. It's against the best team in the league. Whether they can overcome it or their ghosts, their problems will haunt them tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Go on, no.
On the other side, looking at City won against Watford and also won drew against Arsenal, drew against who else? I think is that Inter Milan? I'm not so sure who
yes.
that was.
Inter Milan, yes.
Inter Milan and
In the
also
Champions League.
yeah, and also won against Brentford and won against West Ham United 3-1. So they've had 2 draws, 5 and 3 wins in the last 5 games. So I mean, we could tell, just like you said, they've conceded in all these games that they played. 5 games, they haven't kept a single clean sheet. So just like you said, that both teams have been conceding goals, but it's all about who will be more clinical tomorrow. And it's a big game, like you said, also big game for Newcastle, but not for Manchester City. Why is it not for Manchester City? Talking about title, the title race, Arsenal want to win it.
I think it's still very early. It's very early to be looking at the table and thinking about, who's number 1, who's number 2. We're only 5 games into the season, and we know historically with Man City, they turn up the gears after Christmas. They go to another gear, to another level, and they'll go on some crazy run. So yeah, I think it's early stages. The teams are jostling for positions right now, but it's definitely a game that they'll want to win, because if they win, then they go 5 points. 4 points clear of Liverpool at the top.
Okay. Sorry about that. I had a volume coming from somewhere. Yeah, I muted it. But thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. We've looked at the early kickoff game between Newcastle United and Manchester City. We're also going to look at other games. Chelsea. We'll make it snappy. We won't go into details because we've already gone through the Chelsea and Brighton game. Mr. Ryan, what's your thoughts on the Chelsea Brighton game at Stamford Bridge?
I think this will be a test for Chelsea, but I'm confident that they'll get the job done. I think they'll win. I don't think it will be 3-0, smooth sailing, feet up, happy, cheering all the goals. I think this could be a very tight one, and you could have a nervous, squeaky bum time, is what they call it here in the UK. And you know that phrase well.
Yeah,
you're a TalkSport listener, so I think it'll be a squeaky bum time for Chelsea tomorrow. But I backed them to win, maybe 2-1, 3-2, something like that.
All right, so I'm gonna have some few minutes here with my big brother joining me all the way from the land of Canada. There you go. The man himself, the man sports world, the big man himself in the building. And I'm gonna start from him before I go to Mr. Ryan regarding this big game, Arsenal and Leicester City. The man joined at the right time before we went for that preview. Big up to you, brother.
Good on you, good on you. I heard you.
Oh my goodness! There you go.
Office, so I might get a phone call.
Okay, no problem. We'll try and contain that for now. But let's get a business going right now. Arsenal, Leicester City tomorrow. How are we taking this game, brother?
Oh, well, I was at this match 2 years ago where it was our home opener. I was over in London and watched us kill Leicester 4-2. Little different teams already 2 years later. Leicester's gone down and back up, and we're cruising. We're second place all-stars, I guess, and Champions League PSG coming up so we got to have our eye on Tuesday a little bit, but it sounds like Raya's a little still banged up from the Man City match, so I think we'll be going with Neto, who we got from Bournemouth, for tomorrow's match in the net. Great. I don't know about that. And we got our young superstar 17-year-old Nwaneri, who got 2 goals versus Bolton midweek. And I'm kind of hoping he gets a start with Partey and Rice in behind him.
It's been over the weekend. It's been impressive for us now, young players, talented players. They've been cooking. They've been playing very well. I don't know what Arteta have them eating, but there's been a lot of talking point in town. We saw the big game between you.
Dark Arts. Give me a break, Dark Arts. You watch Latin football like me, Mexico, South America. I was doing Copa Libertadores quarterfinals the other night. That is dark arts. There's no dark arts in Premier League. Give me a fucking break. Like, Jesus.
Okay. The talking point is the style of play. Manchester Arsenal Football Club, we know them. They've been good the past 3 seasons. So Ryan can testify that they've been playing very good football without even the main target striker that they're looking for. But it looks like things have shifted a little bit. Arteta is trying to be more pragmatic, which we know he's not a pragmatic manager. Well, what are your thoughts on how Arteta is playing, the way he's playing now? And how can you guys mobilize things to be able to win the Premier League? What's your thoughts on it this season?
Yeah, we just got to keep at it. I mean, I've always been behind Arteta. I know there's a lot of, 10-15% of crazy, but you guys see that too. There's 10-15% of crazy in every football club or political group or anything, and it's madness. He's done nothing but bring our club back to where we wanted it. 4 or 5 years we were dreaming and praying for us challenging and being in the Champions League and doing well, and we're there, and people are whining and complaining. Like, give me a break. We're right there, and yeah, with Rodri out, like you and Ryan were talking about, I think it's an opportunity, definitely. They're rattled. They haven't beat us in 4 straight matches, Man City. And if all these other clubs stop laying down to Man City and start playing like us and showing some balls and going at them harder, well, maybe we will knock them off finally this year. And I mean, Liverpool's going good. You guys are going good. Newcastle tomorrow morning at home, it's a tough place to play. They got to get a result. They got to get a draw. But yeah, as far as us going, we got all 4, tournaments and leagues going. So, a new different kind of Champions League. I think it plays into Arteta's hands a little bit, Draw your road games. Man City drew at home to Inter Milan. We drew away at Atalanta. Draw your road games, win your home games, That's got to be the recipe for getting through and we just got to stay at it. I mean, we got the best defense, in the league, and now we hear clubs have been crying to PGMO. Well, I hope it wasn't Chelsea, crying that we're dark arts and stuff like this. Give me a break. Like, come on. We used to be too soft, and now suddenly we're too hard, Arsenal. Give me a break. Anything dark arts was freaking Holland running into freaking Saliba at 100 miles an hour, trying to fight a 17-year-old, calling on our coach, throwing the ball in Gabriel's head. So that's dark art.
When it lands, you can jump in, Mr. Ryan, if you're there.
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it happens. It happens with StreamYard once in a while. Ryan, you have any question from us before we
Where
move
was
on?
Holland? Where was Haaland's red card? Where's the suspension for him?
Bro, I don't want to get into a debate about this. There's a lot of what Moss said I agree with. I would just say we can't have selective memory. I seem to remember last season. I think it was last season or maybe the season before.
We're hammering teams and shutting
Arsenal.
them out, and now they're complaining about it. Come on.
I know. I remember Arsenal coming to the Etihad and Ben White doing some questionable things at full time of that game. I wouldn't call it.
Hurt
I
nobody.
wouldn't call it dark arts. I'd call it more like bullying or psychological games. So
what was with Rodri right off the kickoff, you guys?
Yeah,
stepping in front of Havertz, and then he's down for 10 minutes, rolling around like he's injured. Give me a break, dark art.
Listen, what we should focus on is how well Arsenal have improved against the top teams. Like you mentioned, Moss, 4 games in a row, Man City, you frustrated them. You've beaten them in one of those 4.
Now
I think
we need
the 3 have been draws.
We need other teams going at them hard.
You need other teams to take points off Man City, that's for sure. But I think Arsenal need to be in control of their own destiny as well. Yeah. And if they go 3 points, 5 points, 8 points ahead, which is possible with Rodri injured, you've got to get the job done, because we all know from history how Man City turn it on after Christmas. They'll go on their crazy run, 20, 30 games.
Unstoppable, yeah.
Yeah. But credit to Arsenal. I just think they have the meanest, toughest defense in the Premier League, and a lot of credit has to go to Arteta, has to go to the club. I think that was a genius stroke sending Saliba out on loan for a year.
Our whole
in
fan
France.
base was going nuts. I go, we got the best young center back in the world. He has to play. If we're not going to start him, then let him stay in France and start every game. And he was shutting down Messi. He was shutting down everyone. That was a great move. You're right.
Classic. You have to, suffer to then eventually succeed and be rewarded. And that Gabriel Magalhaes Saliba partnership is the best in the league. Yeah. It's better than Van Dijk.
Timber and Calafiori, they fit in just nicely. Yeah.
Yes. I feel the Odegaard injury will affect you. I've seen it. In the recent Premier League games,
we don't get
quite have that creative spark.
And, creativity is lacking a little bit. You're right.
But that's where Declan Rice has to step up. I don't think we've seen the best of Declan Rice yet this season. I think the best is to come from him. Yeah. I think Martinelli needs to improve.
He was good in the Bolton match, but I mean, it was Bolton.
That was Bolton, yeah. That was a League One team in relegation. No, listen, it's all positives for Arsenal and the fan base. We saw Sterling get a goal as well against Bolton. So I think he will improve. He'll get more confident.
I would start the young guy Nwaneri. I would start Sterling. I'd keep letting Ben White rest. Timber would be great at right back and Calafiori at left back. And it sounds like Marino and Tomiyasu maybe next week are going to be
coming back
ready again. Yeah. Odegaard's going to be 2-3 weeks still.
Thank you very much.
He's been on this Nwaneri all summer, all time, and when he's been injured, he's training with Nwaneri and in his ear constantly, and it's really paying off. I say you play the young guy. He's good enough. He's old enough. That kind of idea, Ryan and me.
Great. Guys, you can hear your man himself, the man sports world. Yes, subscribe to his platform. A football man, he knows his football. Arsenal Guna man. If you're a football fan, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan to support this platform.
This is my Canadian football team.
There you go.
It's different than the American.
All right, big up to my big brother, Chelsea Perspective in the building. He says Steve out. Big up to everyone else in there. Chelsea Perspective.
Yeah, Steve was doing a good job earlier. I thought Steve did a real good job.
Yeah, great guy, man. Great guy. We've been doing this for a long time. Stephen G is out for a while. I think Chelsea Perspective. Coachella, Stephen is not in the studio right now, but I'll send you regards.
Exactly. We don't have to win playing super pretty. You got to win different ways these days.
Yeah.
I gotta ask Moss a question, but you let me know when you're ready. I'll jump in.
Sure. Definitely. I was gonna ask him a question, but since you've said that, I'll let you go.
No, you go. I'll come up.
He said that. Okay. Chelsea Perspective said, here is the thing. Arteta learning that it doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but I fear the most, which is true, which is very,
We
very
can
true.
feel the fear out there.
Yeah.
We feel the fear.
Yeah, it is true. We got to look into that also. So Ryan, go for it. Go for your question, Mr. Ryan. Then I'll come in.
No, I think Musk kind of touched on it. I just wanted to build on that point because I know he'll have strong views on this.
Sure.
We've
sure,
seen
go for it.
Arsenal suffer 2 red cards this season. For instances, one of which I think Declan Rice was very unlucky to get a second yellow. Trossard, I think, was naive in what he did. But in both games, we've seen the opposition do similar and not get.
Yeah, wasn't there Szoboszlai
red card.
booted the ball away and he had a yellow, and the ref even said, "I didn't want to ruin the game." Well,
Yep.
we
Even
trying not to
in
ruin the game? Are we talking to players? Or are we
the
going by
Man
the
City
book?
Arsenal game, Doku kicked the ball away. Referee ignored it.
Yeah.
Did not yellow card him. So
They pick and choose when it's by the book, okay? And not.
But what are your thoughts on this? Especially you mentioned about Premier League clubs colluding and reaching out to the PGMOL, complaining about Arsenal.
Well,
do you feel you're getting?
We get that kind of news now, Ryan, where we didn't in the old days. If you've been watching Premier League, and it was Division 1 before that, but when we had George Graham, it was 1-0 to the Arsenal was the song. I saw in that era where we were always getting red cards because they thought we were, kicking people too hard, whatever. It was pretty fierce back in the 80s, early 90s. And we were getting lots of red cards then. We were getting the most. And then Wenger's era, we were killing teams and we're getting the most red cards. And now Arteta's reign, and we had the best defense, most goals we've ever had last year in a campaign. And now suddenly we're getting red cards always again. And it's like they're trying to prove their points to us. Well, where is it when Szoboszlai kicks the ball away and other people, Pedro, everyone's doing it, but suddenly it's us that get punished for it. Unbelievable.
100%. Do you think Arteta's in a bit of a catch-22? Because, as a Liverpool fan, I know we've had, Jurgen Klopp, our previous manager, had a lot of controversies with referees, and he made some very public comments about Kieran Tierney. And then, ironically, after he said that and he got fined, suddenly we started getting referee decisions in our way. We were getting,
but look at when Arteta spoke out last year, Ryan, and then everyone's complaining, and now we're getting nailed to the wall. It's like, you better not speak out against the PGMOL, I guess.
I've noticed that in post-match interviews when Arteta's quite emotional, he wants to say certain things, but he can't.
He says
He's
nothing.
holding back.
Now he's saying nothing these days. Yeah. You're totally right, Ryan. It's you can't question them, or you're gonna feel it.
All right, so big up to everyone watching live on YouTube. We got 12 of you watching live on YouTube, and the rest on X. I want to thank you all for tuning in and spending your time with us here. My name is Nate Zion. In the studio, we have Mr. Ryan and also Mars World, Sports World, the man for all sports. Brilliant man, a smart man, very, very respectable person, representing the channel live all the way in Canada. He's joining us. He's an Arsenal fan, man. He's a Guna man. Yeah, if you're Arsenal fan in the studio or in the channel right now watching us.
There's my Odegaard.
Yeah, the 3 dots right there in this 3 dots. There you go, showing some of the Arsenal stuff. So yeah, guys, tune into his platform. Subscribe, go and subscribe. A little will go a long way. And also don't forget to drop a like on your dear channel that you're watching right now.
Yeah, we do Premier League, because the British need us in the North America. We get all the games, matches.
Yeah.
So I do the 3 p.m. UK kickoffs as Goal Rush, Match Day Live. I do that every Saturday, and everyone's always welcome to join in.
Yeah, just go there and go have fun. You don't have to be an Arsenal fan. No,
talking Arsenal, all the goals are coming up live, and Brits are used to watching their tickers. But that's what we put the scoreboard on the bottom and talk about the games that are on.
Right. Thank your Chelsea perspective, my brother. Thank you for your donation and your contribution, your support. It's can't go without noticeable. We all know the good things you've been doing for this platform. Thank you very much, my big brother, and keep on doing the good things you do all the time. And also, guys, he's even having a ton of subscribers, but I would say a little bit will go a long way. If you're here watching me live, you haven't seen this brother.
This Ryan is Liverpool, not Chelsea.
This guy in the studio with us?
Yeah.
He's a Liverpool fan. Yeah.
I'm a Liverpool fan, yeah.
Yeah, there's most of my friends are Liverpool in Canada. Like it seems like everyone's a freaking Liverpool fan.
I'm in the wrong country, man. I need to
Because our
emigrate.
age group, my age group, me, that whole age range, Liverpool was so dominant in the late 70s, early 80s, throughout the 80s, and so tons of fans over here are Liverpool.
I'm the early 80s boy. Early 80s. Very, very
I
early.
got big respect for Alphonso Davies. He's my bro. He's my guy. One of the best players in the world.
Fastest
I like
baller
this guy.
around.
What a baller. You'd love to see him in a Chelsea show, wouldn't you? Alphonso Davies.
Yeah, he should be in the Premier League. If anyone should be in the Premier League,
he got known from moving to Canada. That's why, because he got all the facilities in Canada that help him to become who he is. But he grew up from the Bujumbura camp. He's a Canadian. He's a Liberian refugee. Yeah, he's a Liberian refugee, but he lived most of his tender age and his younger age life in Ghana, because during the war, the 1992 war, he
was in a Ghana refugee camp. He was born, and his parents got over to Canada. Finally, he grew up in Edmonton playing soccer here, not far from me here.
There's a lot of
Vancouver Whitecaps at like 12, 13, and he was youngest ever player in the MLS and all this kind of stuff. I think someone's beat it now.
Yeah, it's just the country. Ghana have provided a lot of talented players. The same thing with Inaki Williams, the family. If you go in there, listen to the story behind the Inaki Williams family. They went through the Sahara Desert when the mom was pregnant, was carrying Inaki. I know Inaki Williams, the other one that plays for. He was so instrumental into Spain's winning the just recent Euro, the Euro competition. Nico Williams. Yeah, the mom was pregnant for her at that time, and even did not get to see the kid for a long time when they went to Spain, because they have to move away. The dad have to even move away from Spain to England.
Yeah, USA, UK, do not stop immigration. Do not stop refugee system.
It's very good.
This is what's made Canadian soccer so good, is all the players we've gotten from all over the world.
I watched a video not too long ago on X. You know what? There was two boats that came in on the shores of UK and just offload people. I was like, where are these people coming from?
All over.
Are you guys streaming?
I was like,
guys channel
where are these people? But my question to Mars is, hello.
Hi.
My sister.
Oh, what's her name?
Kelly.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
I was telling you all those Chelsea girls, the Canadians, Buchanan and Ashley Lawrence. That's Canada making Chelsea women good.
They're rocking. They're rocking.
Canada jersey with Buchanan name for her birthday.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, she's a rock in the back. She and Millie Bright.
Best center back around.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but Mas, my question to you is, Arteta have extended her contract with Chelsea. What if he doesn't land the title this year? Are you still going to have that faith in him?
Good question.
Yeah. If we get second again and, we don't get to like semifinals, finals, Champions League, and we don't win a League Cup or FA Cup, they're going to be asking for his head, most of the fan base. But like I said earlier, look where he's brought us from. Like, we were 5th and 8th and 5th, and it's like, he's brought us back to where we wanted to be. And it's like, we have all our best players on long contracts, kind of like what you guys are doing, building the youth, the ones you want for long-term, you're getting them done. Why change it? Why change when it could go way worse? Like, the risks are way worse if you change than if you stick with the program. And I like being awesome every year, not up and down, like, Chelsea's been, and now you seem to be getting back to it. Like, so why change big time all the time? You don't need to.
That's right.
So how long will you give Arteta?
Yeah, we got to win some kind of trophy this year, even if it's League Cup or get our FA Cup back.
Come on, Mas. Aren't you tired of this FA Cup?
But yeah, he's got a new 3-year deal. If we're not winning a title this year or next year, he might not live out that contract. I agree, but I'm with him. I'm behind him.
if I'm Arsenal fan, there's one thing that this guy have to deliver in the past 3 years. The 3 years that he's going to have at Chelsea, there's only one thing he has to deliver is a Champions League. This is what makes Chelsea has so much mouth over Arsenal. To be honest with you, Arsenal is way bigger than Chelsea, in my opinion. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Arsenal
well, Barcelona paid some refs back in the day, and Thierry Henry, we didn't get our title. But
I know.
Stay at it. We got to stay at it.
Realistically, you haven't won the Champions League, which is the most prestigious trophy in Europe. And that's
we won
what
Cup Winners' Cup when I was a lad, 94, Cup Winners' Cup. That was a big title back then.
Ryan, anything you want to say to my brother here? So it's Arsenal, it's a Teta team need to put up some Champions League trophy because that is what makes Chelsea who they are.
I think this new format, I don't know what you guys think about the new Champions League format. I think it helps a guy like Arteta that's a tactician, and we're only going to play a team once. I think it helps.
Yeah,
that's a good point. The new format, instead of having smaller groups and playing each team twice, home and away, playing. No team wants to play Arsenal. They're one of the most feared teams.
No one wants to
in
come
Europe.
Yeah.
No one wants to come to the Emirates. That's becoming like a fortress. Just to build on the point you were saying about Arsenal and the lack of trophies, we have to be patient with them. Clearly, the board and the people in charge of Arsenal feel that Arteta is doing a good job and the team's growing year on year. That's why they're giving him the longer contract. But we need to look holistically as well. Arsenal, from a commercial standpoint, are doing very, very well. They've got a beautiful stadium. Emirates sponsorship, Adidas sponsorship, Betway, all these amazing companies. They've got a very strong balance sheet. They're financially strong. They're more consistent now in Europe, so they're getting the Champions League revenue and television revenue. The fundamentals. If you scrutinize their balance sheet, me, I'm a guy who works in the corporate sector. In finance, I look at balance sheets, income statements. Arsenal, although they've recorded a loss in the last financial year, their underlying, metrics are improving.
Team money?
Yeah.
Does their women's team help contribute to that?
Yeah, the women's team help. Women's games are all at the Emirates now.
Like how many?
Champions League wasn't the other day, and they won. But
like clearly, their tickets wouldn't be the same price, would they?
No, they're a lot less.
But their merch must bring in some revenue.
Yeah, worldwide 100%. Merch really helps big time.
And Arsenal is in North London. That's one of the most affluent, parts of London. It's actually where I live myself. The Emirates is only 20 minutes from where I live, and I think Stan and Josh Kroenke have done a good job.
Hold on, she's saying something. Go ahead, Ryan.
Go for it. No, sorry, I'll go.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. What was she saying?
She's going through London April 26th, so she's gonna go to a match.
Crystal Palace, I think.
Palace and Arsenal, I think.
I was gonna ask Ryan, who does your sister? I was gonna say, Moss, who does your sister support? And has she ever been to London? And she just said that.
She likes Bayern Munich a lot because Alfonso that Ryan mentioned earlier.
I'm a big Bayern fan. Although I'm not a Kane fan, so that's been a little bit to swallow.
Who's the other one? Jonathan David. He's good as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's Canadian.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on a free after he wanted to stay because he got Lille back into the Champions League, but Tottenham were trying to buy him. I was like, he's not going to Tottenham.
What's his roots?
Jonathan David's family was from Haiti, and came up to Canada when he was a baby.
Like in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'll be making a trip to Canada. So guys, expect me during the World Cup. I will be traveling around Canada. Yeah, I will be making some moves around. I'll be going to Canada and spend most of my time in my camper. So yeah, definitely, I will be in Canada for about maybe 2 days.
We're gonna go to Vancouver because you can go Vancouver, Seattle for the World Cup. They're so close, Vancouver and Seattle.
You get on something called the Clipper, and it takes you directly. It's a what's it called? Like a ferry. It's called the Clipper. Mm-hmm. It takes you directly from Vancouver. Or is it Victoria
to Seattle?
Victoria to Seattle.
Yeah, before I move, I'll get more information. I'll get hold of you, Mas. So you guys can give me some more tips before I leave. Because during that year, I will be moving around a lot. I will be creating content from all across Mexico, Canada, and
Amazing.
to be precise,
USA.
I was at the Qatar World Cup.
She went to the World Cup in Qatar.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I was one of the 50 Canadians that got sponsored to go over as a fan.
Oh, okay.
And one thing I'm like a little nervous about us hosting here is like, okay, so there's nothing to compare to when it was in Qatar. They built a metro station system for it.
Okay.
You get to the metro station, there's 4 matches a game or a day, right?
Yeah.
You have fans from 8 nations. You're coming across in the metro station, mobs and mobs of fans chanting, cheering.
But USA, it's so spread out, lots of different cities, and we don't have that many games, so it won't be an issue.
You could go to 2 games a day, 3 games a day, no problem in Qatar, but I'm just saying, like, it was just insane being in one location with the fans from
all the fans in one place.
All the fans in one place.
I was going to ask you, how was the experience like in Qatar, and in terms of transportation? You arrive at the airport.
She's like, I can't drink during the daytime. They don't let me drink.
We found ways.
No drinking, yeah. I mean, I like that. It keeps some kind of a sanity in the country, though.
The British or the Germans go there and they start getting too hammered up in the daytime in the hot weather, and shit happens.
We know our countries that drinks a lot. What they do after, even before stadium, watching the Lions game or even football game, and all that kind of fights that took place. And they never recorded. They never recorded any incident in any of the stadiums at Qatar during the World Cup, in terms of, we know how influenced alcohol can be when people take them in. So
expensive to go there too. Yeah,
it was good. People, they put that restrictions there. And I heard that they were selling a bottle of beer or whatever it is for like $1,000 for
it was 19 Canadian dollars for a beer. It was nothing crazy. It was fine.
15 American.
Yeah, I heard that certain drinks were about $1,000 in the stadium if you want to spend that much money. If you really
want
to drink. Yeah, but interesting. At least I was trying to find someone to tell me what it is. How was it, the experience? And finally, you've told me. So thank you very much for that. I love that. Ryan, in the mall, you want to say? All right, let's make it snappy. Mas, what's your prediction? Arsenal.
I think 3-1. I predicted. I've seen a lot of 1-0s, but we're going to be trying out a new goalie, Neto from Bournemouth. We got, he's probably going to be a net, and I could see Leicester getting one, and I can see, Saka and Havertz, and maybe Sterling will get in there, your guy that you're paying for to play with us. I could see he looked pretty good in Bolton. I could see him getting a goal. So, 3-1. Maybe even the young guy, Nwaneri, chipping in with a goal, maybe.
Sorry, don't get carried away with Ryan Sterling's carried away, please. We've been there. We've seen it does it many times, man. He would just run into brick walls, and there's no end product.
He'll get us a penalty shot. He's gonna get penalty shots.
Only if he doesn't dive. He does that a lot. He dive a lot. So if you're not lucky, you're even going to get a yellow card. But thank you very much. 3-1 said Mas. Arsenal 3-1. Leicester City. Leicester City are struggling. If you're not careful, they'll end up.
They have 3 draws. I think they only have 3 draws. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you guys are going to beat Brighton 2-1. I predicted.
Yeah, you predicted 2-1, and I predicted a 3-1 winner for Chelsea.
You guys are starting to roll, man. Palmer and Jackson, Madueke. It's starting to look good.
Yeah, Ryan. Arsenal, Leicester City.
I probably agree. 3-1. Good news for Arsenal is that, I'm sure you guys know this. Trossard, you got the 2 yellows and the red against Man City. He's already served a suspension. It was the Bolton game, so he's available.
For Bolton game, yeah.
He's available.
I was saying start Nwaneri there, but I could see Arteta chickening out and playing Trossard there again.
I expect you to field a similar lineup as you did against Man City. So Declan Rice and Partey in the midfield. Martinelli, Saka as your wingers, Havertz, Trossard up front. I'm expecting a similar side. Maybe Jesus will come in. to replace Trossard or Martinelli, but I expect it to be a similar team. It's a winning formula. Why change it?
All right. Speaking of Trossard, Mars, let me ask you this: do you prefer Trossard starting? Because when he starts, he's kind of a bit awful, but he's more better from the bench.
I think he's great coming off the bench. He seems to watch the game, figure out little spots he's going to get into, and when defenders are tired, he seems to skip by them, and he's a good finisher.
Great. The Belgium International. We're going to move on from the Arsenal Leicester City game. We're looking at a preview of some few games that will take place tomorrow. We've done Chelsea, we've done Newcastle, Man City. We've also looked into Arsenal, Leicester City. We've done Chelsea, Brighton. We're going to look into Wolverhampton Wanderers, Liverpool. We'll start with the Red Devil himself. Oh, I wouldn't say Red Devil, the Red Man himself.
Red Devil, wrong team, man, wrong team. Never call me that. Never call me that.
All right, Wolves. You're traveling to Wolves. Is it Melanau, right? Is it Melanau? Molyneux. Thank you very much, guys. You're going there. What do you think the outcome is going to be for Liverpool?
Listen, I'm expecting us to win. It won't be comfortable. No team goes away to Molyneux and wins easily. But we're coming into it with such big momentum. Chelsea,
right?
I said not every team, but
but come on, man, you guys are Liverpool. Not everything, but you are a team.
We are Liverpool. We're a team, and we're in red hot form, bro. 5-1 against West Ham. We thrashed them, and we've won 3 in a row. Since we had that blip against Nottingham Forest, we lost 1-0. We've beaten AC Milan, we've beaten Bournemouth, we've beaten West Ham. Those are not 3 easy games. Those are quite challenging, those games. So I'm confident. I'd like to see us play actually a similar side to the one that started against West Ham. So I want to see, Chiesa, Gakpo, Jota all play. But definitely I'd expect Luis Diaz and Van Dijk and Arnold to come into the team, Szoboszlai. So there will be changes. I'm expecting 2-0.
Okay. Ryan is suspecting 2-0. That is Liverpool.
Hey, Ryan, is Allison all right, or are you still going with Kelleher?
Allison's ready.
I think, he's been training, but I don't know.
Kelleher's been not bad.
Kelleher is a brilliant sub goalkeeper. I'm amazed we kept him in the summer because all the noises were that he wanted to leave and be, Kelleher. To his credit, he stuck with us. A lot of the top teams, they have great backup goalkeepers. Man City's isn't bad as well. That what's his name? Ortega. Ortega. He's very, very good.
He could start almost anywhere.
It's only Chelsea that believe that their backup goalkeeper should be their number one. But
you got 7 of them though. That's the problem.
So many goalies, man. We're a 5-a-side team now of goalkeepers.
We have a whole complete set that is just also dangerous. That can even.
I know what you're doing. You're hoarding all the goalies, so to hurt your rivals.
Got to come to you for a goalie.
Yeah. Oh, what a stream! What a stream has been. Mars is streaming tonight.
No, I was gonna do some CFL, but I'm not. My other sister, not Kelly. My other sister's getting married tomorrow. Her second wedding, so we're gonna be busy with that tomorrow. But I'm gonna still do the Goal Rush Premier League early tomorrow morning.
How many sisters do you have?
They're twins, but they don't look alike. Carrie and Kelly, yeah.
I got twin boys too.
You have twin boys? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got twin boys. Yeah. I got twin boys. They're identical. They're not.
Mine don't look. My sisters don't look alike at all.
Mine identical, but one has a dreadlocks and one doesn't. So
it's easy.
It's easy to identify them. Yeah. But anyway.
There's the Timber on our team. He has a twin on Arsenal.
Oh, yeah. I was told he has.
Plays for Feyenoord. Yeah, he's a good midfielder.
Yeah.
But I had 2-1 Liverpool for the Wolves match.
2-1.
I think Wolves are tough and they probably get a goal, but Liverpool will be too much for them.
Great. Mr. Ryan, anything you want to add to it before we wrap up for the day? I'm very, very much impressed. My brother was able to join me. I knew he was hesitating. Like, should I go? I'm busy right now.
Yeah, now I gotta get some work done before I leave.
Nate's calling on me. He wants to get me there. He wants to talk Arsenal. All right, I have to get Melina. What's she up to?
She's on her way to the London to watch the game tomorrow.
Oh dear.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And then I think she's coming right back, but I was like, why wouldn't you stay for PSG game on Tuesday? So maybe she will be. I don't know. I haven't heard back.
I have to get her on board. I have some projects and I want to get her on board. Even though if she cannot do
she
it,
makes she makes my thumbnails, Nee. She does a good job.
I know. I remember the last time I was on your show, someone was like, yeah, because Melina is now doing all those thumbnails, so it's looking better. But I don't know, but I'll say something. Hopefully I'll talk to you about it for your thumbnails. If you can have at least 2 different thumbnails for 2 different programs. You know, if you look at me, I got 5 different thumbnails for each program.
Yeah, you got nice ones too. You do a good job.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not that easy, but yeah, I got different.
Yeah, I tried it and I gave up after the first year. I was like, this stuff's killing me, man.
I know. It's sometimes I spend almost about 45 minutes trying to,
I don't get it anywhere near as good as you and Melina. And I'm trying and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I'll give you the tips. It's not that bad. I'll give you the tips when I meet you on the other side. I'll talk to you one day and I'll tell you how you can get it done. It's not that hard, but I'll give you the tips and then it will make it so when you go, anyone goes on your platform, you see that they're consistent. The thumbnails are all the same on this, let's say, preview or maybe a review.
And yet, like you said, I do so many different sports. I do NFL on Sundays and.
I don't worry. That's why we got each other here. I'll help out.
Big ups. Thanks for inviting me, Nee. Sometimes I can't do it during the day, but Friday was a bit slow. So thanks for the invite, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. Nice having you on. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, must enjoy your rest of the day, brother. I'll see you on the other side.
See you guys. Cheers.
Take care, Ryan. Nice meeting you, buddy.
Thank you. Nice meeting you as well. This is a real treat.
Up the red. Take care, guys. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Mr. Ryan, what a wonderful stream. It's been interesting.
It was brilliant. It's really nice to meet someone like that who's, clearly works hard. He knows his football club and he covers multiple sports. It's great to have someone like that with that profile on the platform.
Yeah, he loves sports. So anytime you hear me saying Sasuke Guna, that's the man. The Guna man. Yeah, that's the Guna man.
As long as he's predicting Liverpool to win tomorrow, I'm happy. He's a friend of mine.
He does it
2-1, right?
Yeah, he does it professionally. It's not just banter. Although they know it's not red, but they want to say it's red. You get what I'm saying? Those kind of people, they know as maybe Liverpool will win, but because he have that hate within him, he say, okay, he want this team to win because of what he doesn't like Liverpool. That's not about. He look at the bigger picture, just like I do over here. When I feel like Liverpool is going to lose this game, I'll say it. When I feel like because of what I've seen, maybe Alisson number 1, Kelleher has been doing very, very good. Oh, Liverpool don't have Salah on the right hand side, or they don't have Jota in this position, or maybe they don't have Luis Diaz on the left hand side. So because of that, Liverpool can even scrap a draw or maybe lose this game. That's what I'm looking at, not because of hatred. All right.
Yeah, that's facts. I 100% agree with that, Nee. Well said.
All right, so guys, we want to hop off right now. We want to draw the curtains. We want to thank you all for joining us here, discussing everything. We've looked at all the games that will be taking place tomorrow, including the last game, which is Liverpool and Wolves, Chelsea, Brighton, Newcastle, United, Manchester City, and also I'm not so sure. I don't want to get into it because I'm not so sure of Ryan's time. It's probably very late. I'll leave Ryan to go get a rest. Hopefully he has to be up tomorrow and start watching games again. I was going to go on Graham Potter, but then I'll leave that for another day.
Let's leave that for tomorrow, Nee. I do have some opinions on that. I think there's a little bit of saltiness, in my opinion, with some of his comments in the media today. I think he's disappointed and let down a lot of Chelsea fans who did respect him with some of the stuff he said today. But let's talk about it another day. I do have some opinions and thoughts about it, as I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I do. We've gone through it. Me and Steven went through it already.
Yeah.
But if you got something going, then I'll let you go. But if you don't have any much going on right now, I can give you time to talk about it. If you don't mind.
Oh no, don't worry. Let's talk about it tomorrow when I've got a fresh mind.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. So thank you very much. You want to draw the curtains? I always say, Leo Desperados.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. If you're a Liverpool fan, a Chelsea fan, and even if you're a Manchester fan, I know where you stand. You're not happy with Eric Ten Hag, but please listen to me. Give the manager time to rebuild the team. You spent a lot of money, so is Chelsea. Chelsea sack manager, but then they're doing the right thing. If you don't really believe in me, give him the time for this season. If things doesn't go on well, and sack him. Don't sack him in the middle of the season. It doesn't help the team. You guys are going to go back again, trying to find. Maybe you're going to give it to Louis and what's his name, Van Nistelrooy. But we don't know how good this man can be himself. All right, so up to you. All right, so fun. I would say Leo Desperados and hang on to hope. We see you guys again tomorrow, same time. Preview. I'll be live before the game. Looking into the game, and I'll be live again right after the game. So have a good night, guys. Bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Ryan, are you staying? Ryan, stay for a little bit.
All right. I'm here, bro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Good night, JC. JC, good night.
Good night, JC. Nee, I got to tell you one thing.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.